don't know who decided that the floss is...
We're just doing it because it's a new month.
It
That's
is.
what you're going to do.
It's a brand new day. And what day does it happen to be, Mr. Wasty?
It's spring. Spring day.
Oh.
You're just springing.
We are here for that. Welcome to it. Thank you so much for joining us. We were having a debate whether the equinox is spring day or today is spring day. We are deciding officially today, the 1st of September, is spring day, and spring is officially here. And we have got the most, and I say this with every ounce of my being, the most amazing, full-blown sports day takeover here on Expresso. And I'm here for that.
Can you feel the energy from this man? He's just like, I want to interview everybody. So we've got inspiring athletes like accomplished swimmer Natalie Toy will be here. We also have legendary athlete Alana Meyer.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Drop mic, drop it.
No, I'm not going to drop it yet. No. We've all got some incredible individuals here on a lineup that is packed with people who just know about winning.
Oh, man.
They just know this.
They are serial winners, and hopefully you can join on that trend and be a serial winner yourself. We're going to do a deep dive into the world of sports and explore the stories of triumph, of resilience, of unwavering spirit of our sporting heroes. When we talk about the DNA of South Africa, it flows through the blood of Natalie Toy. Alana Meyer has lived the South African story. Cannot wait to connect with them.
Absolutely. We just have the winners. And then, of course, we have a musical touch we have to. So joining us are two sensational musicians. We were going to give you one. We thought we love you too much. We're going to give you two. Majosi is here, as well as the mesmerizing voice behind African Dream, Vicky Sampson, is here today.
Come on, I love it. And to assure that you out there are with us throughout, we want you to get ready for an extra dose of excitement and stay connected for the next 3 hours, because it's literally not going to stop for a second. We are spinning the wheel and giving away some insane prize money today.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Yes. Look at that wheel. Oh my word, it's unreal. It's really, I like, but believe it. It's happening if you get breakfast.
Stop freewheeling.
So no matter your mood this morning, we have something for everyone. So let's dive in and make this sports day takeover a memory to cherish. A lot like this man's face, Ryle.
Oh yes, what an incredible day. Everybody's hyped, everybody's excited for this one. And that's why we're diving straight into the conversation this morning, Mzansi, and chatting to you, celebrating all things sport with World Sport Bet. And that's obviously what the conversation's about. What is that team? What is that team you can stand behind and always bet on that's gonna take the win? The one that you can always really count on. Is it national? Is it local? Is it a team that we don't even know about? Come through and let us know who that team is that you constantly can back and know that they can deliver the goods and get you the win. We want to hear from you. The number's 063-408-8863. Don't forget to use the hashtag Expresso Show, and we'll be chatting throughout the day to you and serving with all the sport magic that's happening right here. For now, the official duties must commence, and the one and only Carlitos is standing by.
A team I can get behind is this one over here with Ryle and Graham. But of course, let's get behind some of the news headlines from around the world. Starting nationally, President Cyril Ramaphosa has assured those who have lost their homes as a result of yesterday's Johannesburg CBD fire that they will be assisted by the government. He visited the site of the deadly fire last night. The blaze engulfed an apartment building and claimed 74 lives, including those of young children. The cause remains unknown. Ramaphosa said the issue of inner-city housing and the hijacking of buildings needed to be addressed. Now, the Inkatha Freedom Party, the IFP, has wished its founder and president, Emeritus Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, a happy birthday as he turns 95 years old on Sunday. Buthelezi has been in hospital for weeks after he was admitted following back pain complications. Buthelezi's family said he had made steady progress under the supervision of his medical team, and they're pleased with the state of his health. IFP Gauteng chairperson Bonginkosi Dlamini says Buthelezi's dedication to the truth, integrity, and public service continues to inspire many. On to international news. The Economic Community of Central African States, ECAS, is to call an extraordinary meeting after the coup in Gabon. ECAS condemned the use of violence and called for the country to return to constitutional order. The Army General, that's Bryce Nguema, was named as Gabon's new leader after yesterday's coup. He defended the decision to overthrow President Ali Bongo's government. The EU's head of foreign policy, Joseph Borrell, said the Gabonese election was flawed and hinted that an election of which result was manipulated also represented a kind of coup d'etat. Now, EU regulators have recommended authorizing an updated COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech, which targets the dominant variant of Omicron. The vaccine, dubbed Comirnaty, is to be used for preventing COVID-19 in adults and children, with a dosage dependent on previous vaccinations. The European Medicines Agency said on Wednesday its Human Medicines Committee had recommended the updated vaccine for children from 6 months to 4 years of age. And this isn't a cock and bull story, it's a dinkum car and bull story from Norfolk, Nebraska in the US, where a modified vehicle riding down a highway was pulled over by cops because of the suspicious passenger riding shotgun. They were stunned because it was a massive bull on a joyride. A giant Watusi bull named Howdy Doody was cruising down the road right next to owner Lee Mayer in his modified taxi. No bother though, Howdy didn't get cuffed or hoof-printed at the police station. The lawman still gobsmacked and let them both head home, of course. But just shows you that in America, they do need to start beefing up traffic protocols. And that's it. That's what I have for you for now. There's another update for you in 1 hour. But of course, there is so much sport happening on the show and all the way out there. And that's why Graham is collated and is delivering this to you now.
Thank you so much, Carlito. I didn't think I'd be talking about his name this soon, but it's coming in the upcoming Champions League season. Manchester United is set to confront Harry Kane-led Bayern Munich following the draw held in Monaco yesterday. So Group A, also including FC Copenhagen and Galatasaray, features a promising competition between Bayern and United. Then in Group F, we've got the fiercest of battles awaiting, with Newcastle up against AC Milan. I cannot wait to see what they can do on that stage. Then Borussia Dortmund and Qatar-based PSG holders Manchester City enjoy a favourable draw against RB Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys in Group G. Terrifying for the rest of the teams in their pool. And then Arsenal's return after 4 years pairs them with Sevilla, PSV, Eindhoven and Lens in Group B. Then Real Madrid joined Group C with Napoli, Braga and debutants Union Berlin. So a different landscape at UEFA this year. It's going to be interesting. Let's bring it home to those individual performances that have stood out. And Man City's striker Erling Haaland, he has clinched the prestigious 22-23 UEFA Men's Player of the Year title, and understandably so. The 23-year-old showcasing his goal-hungry prowess with an outstanding record. 52 goals in 53 games across all tournaments, propelling Pep Guardiola's squad obviously to a remarkable Premier League, FA Cup and UEFA Champions League treble. Haaland excelling with 12 European and 36 Premier League goals, triumphed over some tough competition as well, Kevin De Bruyne and Lionel Messi. Incredible achievement there. Now we bring it back home for cricketing news, and in a joint announcement yesterday, CSA and Cricket West Indies have solidified the plans for West Indies A to embark on a tour of South Africa, featuring a compelling 3-match, 4-day series. So commencing on November the 21st at Benoni's Willowmere Park, under the guidance of Test head coach Shukri Conrad, the series promises some gripping cricket, some young players looking to make their mark. The showdown will then move to East London's Buffalo Park. That's from November the 28th up until the 1st of December, culminating at Bloemfontein's Mangawang Oval from December the 5th to the 8th, through a lovely full calendar. Now let's turn to motorsport, and Mercedes Formula One team revealed that Lewis Hamilton and George Russell have now extended their agreements until 2025. So the Silver Arrows confirmed the duo's partnership for the upcoming seasons, declaration that precedes the Italian Grand Prix this weekend. And as of now, Hamilton occupies the 4th spot in the drivers' rankings, trailing leader and reigning champion Max Verstappen by 183 points. And Russell, another British contender, holds the 7th position with 99 points. Well, we're going to continue to talk sport for just about every second of the show. Cape Town is, of course, going to be hosting World Rallycross as we build up to the penultimate round. It is going to be crazy. And Ian Banner, chairman of our South African chapter, is here to take us through exactly how momentous this moment in motorsport history is going to be, not just for South Africa. So stick around for that. But right now, let's get what's ahead in terms of the weather ahead of the weekend.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, G-Man. And officially, let me start off with this weather production, this weather news broadcast, and it is officially coming to you on the first day of spring. Yes, now most parts of the country will be experiencing warm, sunny weather. However, Mother Nature has apparently forgotten about certain areas, because the Western Cape, the Northern Cape, and most parts of the Eastern Cape will be cloudy and cold this morning. but the good news is that it will warm up later in the day. Now, meanwhile, the SA Weather Service has warned of extreme high fire danger conditions expected in places over the Northwest Province and the southern parts of the Free State. Well, from our weather news, let's dive into those temperatures and see what you can expect for the start of your weekend. Now, starting off in Polokwane, they're starting at a low of 11 up to a high of 29 degrees. Mbombela says they're starting at 12 up to a nice warm 34. Pretoria 14 up to a max of 27. And Johannesburg from 13, you move up to a nice warm maximum of 25 degrees. It looks like the sunny skies continue. Where the day starts at a low of 11 up to 29. Klerksdorp, very similar conditions from 11 up to 29 degrees for your max. Kimberley, similar conditions from 9 up to a warm moderate 24. And Bloemfontein from a chilly 5 up to a nice sunny 25 degrees Celsius. Over in Richards Bay, look like the sunny skies at Bay. The rain continues from 14 up to 23. Pietermaritzburg, very similar wet conditions from 11 up to 21. Durban, a cloudy day for you from 17 up to a moderate 22 degrees. And Mthatha, much the same as Durbs. From 11, you move up to a high of 17 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast now, East London, it looks like the rainfall does continue from 13 up to 17 degrees. Cradock looks like a cloudy and rainy day from 4 up to 16 only. GQ Berga sees the day starting at 9 up to a maximum of 16 again. And George, 6 is your low up to a high of 15 degrees. Over in the mother city, as you heard, cloudy conditions, and it looks like a low of 10 up to only a maximum of 15 degrees. Worcester sees a chilly start of 1 and only moving up to a max of 14. Sutherland, however, brings the chilliest temperatures from -3 and only moving up to 11 for your maximum. And Appington, last but not least, from 7 you move up to a max of 21 degrees Celsius. Well, we've dived into those temperatures, but let's see what it looks like on your side of the world, and we love this part of the morning, and it's those sunrise views. Now, starting us off, a beautiful shot from Ivina out in Karika, sharing a photo of bright sparks of light in the distance, and look at that, absolutely electric stuff. I love it. Andrew's up next in Belito and captured an absolutely incredible view. This is beautiful ombre colors all merging and blending together like a beautiful pastel painting. I love this, Andrew. Thank you so much. Next up, we've got Anisa in Umhlanga, and this is in her home watching the stunning skies showing off absolutely blissfully. I love the pinks in this one. Oh, it is a beautiful shot indeed. And then last up, we've got Arusha from Centurion. And this one was taken as she was about to head to work, snapping the sun, and just as it's peeking over the wall. Bright, beautiful, and full of power. Just how we like it. Thank you so much, Mzansi. Keep it 063-408-8863 because we love seeing how you start your day. For now, though, let's find out what else we can expect for the rest of the day.
Lots and lots. I mean, we have a World Rally Championship coming to our shores just once again. And I can tell you one thing, it's going to be absolutely incredible. We got the perfect person to chat to you about it. Somebody who's literally flying the banner for the event. So that's coming up soon. Plus, pick of the weekend. Matthew Mole will be chatting to you about something very special. And I mean, I just want to get you a look at this man's face. Look at that, happy and ready. So I want you to stick around if you want the pick of the weekend. If you're rallying for a great one, we got you covered. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Bake more memories and win big with a Tastemaster SA and Royal Baking Powder. Watch the show every Tuesday evening at 7 and enter our viewer competition by creating your unique own bake based on the weekly theme using Royal Baking Powder. The competition post on social media using #TheTastemasterSA and stand a chance of winning a KitchenAid stand mixer and more every week. Unleash your creativity with a Tastemaster SA and Royal Baking Powder.
We'll see you in the Tastemaster kitchen.
It's my feel-good.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here in S3, and it's time to plug you with what to do this weekend, our guide to the most amazing experiences in Mzansi. And I can tell you there are so many of them. The pick of the weekend is something that we focus on and encourage you to visit the festivals, the concerts, the most exciting gigs happening in and around your beautiful city, no matter where you are in South Africa. And this week, we're talking to a friend of the show all the way from Joburg, Matthew Mole, who has a fun pop-up show that he'd like to share with you today. Good morning, Matthew. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good. You look like you've been awake for 5 hours. Yeah. Right?
I've been awake for literally like 15 minutes, but because I'm in the middle. You can't really see, but I'm in the middle of nowhere in Joburg. I was here recording some music.
That is so cool. So I heard about this pop-up show. Apparently, fans can get a location from you very soon. Any idea when you're going to drop the tag?
Yeah, so I dropped the tag I think yesterday.
Okay.
And it's at a park in Johannesburg. I plan on doing one in Cape Town sometime, but this weekend it's Johannesburg. It's a park called Delta Park. Very beautiful. It's by this lake/dam. I'm not sure which of the two it actually is. And I've got the exact one is on Instagram at the moment. That's the only place I've shared it. So
okay,
because that's why it's called a pop-up show. It's just a last-minute kind of thing. So thank you for helping me spread the news.
No problem. I'm going to spread the news properly though, because I think people want to get tickets. They got the tag on Instagram. So I mean, how do you get tickets to the show?
No, it's free. It's free. So this is a thing that I've only ever tried this once before in London.
All right.
Where it's called a pop-up show because it's just me and my guitar, and we find a cool location, and it's like I'm only allowed to tell everyone the week of the show.
Nice.
And I only drop the location a few days before the show, and if you manage to see it on social media in time, it's free. You can bring whoever you want. It's free, all ages, anyone. It's a very safe area with a lot of space for as many people that want to show up as possible.
What?
And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And I'm just kind of going to be hanging out. There's no restrictions to there's no rules or anything.
Okay,
so
I love no rules.
The location.
This is going to be such a cool show, man. I'm just worried that you, Matthew Mole, whatever stadium full of people come through to that location, you better have enough spots for them.
Well, you know, I love your optimism. Thank you very much for that. But, I mean, I'll let you know if that happens. If it happens, that'll just be a happy surprise.
Okay, this is good. I know that there are some things, exciting things on your agenda. I know in November you're doing some traveling, which is going to be fantastic, so I'm looking forward to that. But for this pop-up show, I know that you're going to give us the classics, and you're also going to give us some of the new stuff as well. I have a good feeling.
I'm going to give that a try, yeah. I'll pretend that you are there with me because you give me the energy that I need, and you kind of telepathically tell me the songs I need to sing. No, yeah, I'm going to try and sing some of the classics. I don't know, thank you for calling my songs some of them classics. And I'm going to these are the kinds of shows, this pop-up show where I show people brand new songs before I show anyone else. Yeah. So that's the idea.
Matthew, all the best for the pop-up show. We can't wait to see it. We'll get the tag at Instagram, and we're going to fill that park for you. It's going to be like a stadium. That's Matthew Mole giving the pick of the weekend. Go watch his pop-up show. It's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be at a park somewhere in Joburg. Make sure you don't miss it. And if you have any picks of the weekend, send us a message, 063-408-8863. We'd love to share.
I think I'd like to throw forward to a weekend in the future, notably the 7th and 8th of October. Why? Because the FIA, World Rallycross of South Africa, is coming to the Killarney International Raceway. Hearts will stop, minds will be blown. This is undoubtedly one of the biggest events that we as a South African public, that an international public is going to be able to take on board here in South Africa. And we've gone electric. And Ian Banner, the chairman of Rallycross South Africa, is here. I'm sure the proudest man on the planet right now. Thank you once again for being here and for doing all of this. I've got to ask, because I know you're a master of timing, and you must, through your track record, you must be able to clock sporting events, calendars, and timing beautifully. You know you can reverse engineer the perfect timing for an event, and you can build it up, and you can create all of this. That's great. Then you have these these click moments where it feels like the stars are aligning. The cars, the drivers, the setting. Why is this? And electric almost becomes, well, it's just a natural add-on. This feels like it could be something truly momentous, not just for motorsport, but for electric in general. Why is this such a watershed moment for the industry, for South Africa.
Well, thank you, Graham. Really a wonderful introduction. I couldn't wish for better, thank you. It's all about the electric component now. We took the Rallycross on in 2019, and it was coming to the end of its ice age, as I call it.
I love that.
And then we hit COVID. And we only did it because eMovement, our company, and World Rallycross was determined to support electric, to support sustainability. As you know, we like to put purpose at the center of everything we're doing. And then we like to showcase through a celebration what's achievable in a sustainable manner, in a net zero manner like we did with Formula E, to say, wow, you can do that.
Remind us, how did the public and how did the motorsport fraternity respond to the Cape Town event?
Well, very privileged. There were 17 in the season 9 calendar, and the big vote in Germany and Europe and elsewhere, and voted number 1. For our first race, privileged, humbled, amazing. Now we need to do it with, and I can tell you, drivers are coming, the teams are coming. They're super excited to be here. So people just love coming here. That's a fact.
For sure.
And there's every good reason to do that. It's so much more than just racing for them. It's the environment, it's the food, it's the everything.
It's the tip of the spear. Yeah. What this leaves in its wake is awe-inspiring. We had the Hanson Bros in studio some time back, and they pushed me to my limit. So I've driven in a car close to under 3 seconds to get to 100. It was mind-boggling. What do these little beasts do 0 to 100 in?
These babies only do around 1.8 seconds to 100. So the motorbikes don't keep up, the Formula 1 cars don't keep up, and it's really an explosive series. And the circuit, for those who don't know, you're racing on the track, then you're cutting into the center, on dirt, on gravel, then you're ramping, and they climb on top of each other, as you know. It's all about that explosive speed. It's like a sprint, really.
It might be I was trying to work out if there was anything more death-defying and extreme as a land-based sport. Maybe in the sky you might achieve something that comes close to those reaction times, but it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I think you're a master at taking sport at the top tier and connecting it to those who need development at the bottom tier. What does this mean for South Africa hosting an event like this, whether it's in Cape Town or up north in Johannesburg, where we could do it just as beautifully?
Sure.
What does this mean for SA in terms of that knock-on benefit?
So I think the first thing, Graham, is our country's been under a lot of pressure. People have been worried about the country. We need to celebrate success.
Yes.
We need to celebrate staging global events at a global level in our beautiful country and get the accolades like we were privileged to get for Formula E, so that people say, wow, we can do this. It's totally doable. We have this fantastic country. We've got so much still to do here. And I believe it's, number one, about showcasing to the entire country, this is doable. That's number one. Number two, we've positioned this rate at an affordable level. We want the public to come and engage. So we've got Web Tickets as our ticket provider, service provider, and it's 275 Rand to 325 Rand. That's the pricing for an international, South African pricing for a euro-based cost that
Just get online and do some comparisons right now.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
And we want to jam it. We want to pack it out on the 7th and the 8th.
And that's around the corner, 900 for a family ticket.
For 4.
For 4, which is mind-blowing. Thank you so much for doing this. Whether this speaks to the timing of the collective forming around you, the Go Green African Network that are just doing amazing things, research that for just a moment if you want to. Maybe it's just the timing. Maybe the planets have aligned for you. Whatever it is, thank you for putting in the effort building up to this, because I know this hasn't just happened, but enjoy it. Enjoy what is going to be probably the best motorsporting event we have ever seen in South Africa. It's certainly the fastest. It's the World Rallycross of South Africa. The goosebumps have kicked in already. It's set to happen at Killarney International Raceway on the 7th and 8th of October. Tickets are going at a steal. Those family packages, amazing. Go and check it out. Web Tickets is where you can find your joy. But let's continue to celebrate incredible South African moments and South African people.
Oh, speaking of, look who's in town. A lot of mayors in the building. Oh, how are you doing?
No, I'm absolutely great. Yeah, fantastic to be here.
Yeah, it's such an absolute pleasure. Of course, the heroes are just coming right throughout this morning. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. We're going to be chatting to Alana about Olympic moments and how she's just doing it generally. And on top of this, we also got something ready for the weekend. Yes, it's a Braai platter like no other. And it's super easy. And we're going to show you exactly how. So we'll see you after this. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a sports-inspired day, and when we talk about inspiration, well, I'm tapping into one of my sources right here. Joining us today to celebrate the world of sports is South African legend, Olympic silver medalist, and the visionary CEO and founder of EnduroCAD, Ilana Meyer. Can we get another round of applause? Because there are going to be a lot of applause today, so you might as well get it warmed up. It's going to be that kind of a show from a family farm near Albertinia in the Western Cape. She soared to fame at just 13 years old by winning her debut road race, and her journey intertwined with the likes of Zola Budd, a British South African runner, and her dedications led her to the 1992 Summer Olympics while pursuing a BCom at Stellenbosch University. She represents what could be for so many athletes, and today Ilana shares her remarkable story as a long-distance runner and her post-triumph endeavors. Ilana, your intros are getting longer and longer and longer as you add more and more accolades. So good to have you. How are you?
Absolutely great. You know, it's so nice to be here. Thanks a lot. Just returned from Budapest, you know, and just been there indulging in athletics, you know, which was fantastic.
It was amazing.
Unfortunately, our South African team didn't do as well, but, you know, absolute fantastic performances, so well supported by the locals. Yeah, great experience.
I don't want to say our South Africans didn't do well. The rest of the field just upped their game just a little bit as well. You know, when we were talking about the losing times with Wade, looking at the winning times, you're like, okay, so they had to work hard to beat him. So we get that. It must be wonderful for you to immerse yourself in athletics now when you think of where it started for you. What is it about running? What is that thing? Were you always, just as a little girl, running up and down? Was it always in your blood? Was it a moment that introduced you to this incredible world? Where did it begin for you?
Yeah, I think interestingly enough, sort of my first love was gymnastics.
Oh, really?
You know, as a little one, I watched Nadia Comaneci, and, you know, like at that stage, you know, that like million girls around the world, you know, just wanted to be a gymnast. But coming from Albertinia, you know, I think, you know, that was just never an option.
Yeah, so horses around other than the real horses, yeah.
So my gymnastics peaked in the lounge doing flick-flacks over the furniture. But then, you know, when they announced at our school there's a fun run, I started running and like just fell in love with running the very first moment. You know, I think I loved the freedom, you know, the fact that I could choose where to run, how far I want to run, how fast. Yeah, and I think just really fell in love, and still today, you know, a day that starts with a run is always better than a day without it.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm getting goosebumps for like the 9th time today. But I've never thought of it as that choice that you decide where you're going to run. You decide how far you're going to run. You decide how fast you're going to run. You just decided to do it faster than most other people could. When you get your Springbok colours, when you start playing in that space and representing your country, how does that land? How did you process that at a very young age?
Yeah, so I think it was for me, you know, it was a dream from the very beginning that, you know, maybe one day when I'm a big girl, I can become a Springbok athlete. You know, and it took some years. You know, I, you know, started running in the era of Zola, and, you know, so even though I was pretty good, you know, Zola was just like really world class. So, you know, it took many years to sort of get to the top, to get my Springbok colours.
Many miles as well.
Many miles. But it certainly was, you know, it was a great reward. I think put on green and gold, you know, was very special that first time, you know, and everything after that. So definitely special.
Take us back to when you see visuals like this. I was joking, saying you've probably forgotten more highlights of your career than people, than most of us, that reporters must know more details of your life than you do at this stage, because you've achieved so much. But there are those moments, running at the Olympics, winning an Olympic medal. So much of your life is gatewayed through this one moment, this one race ultimately. How do you cope with that kind of mental pressure, and what was that moment like?
Sure, yeah, I think, you know, 92 was incredible. It was special because, you know, like I couldn't go to 84 Olympics where I qualified, couldn't go to 88. You know, so walking onto the Olympic track in 92 was special. It was, you know, it was also, you know, a lot of pressure, a lot of expectations. So a mixed bag of emotions, but certainly, you know, a moment that I'll never forget. You know, I think it, you know, arriving in Barcelona, it was hot and humid, and, you know, like I was really hungry for, you know, for the opportunity to compete against the best athletes in the world.
And you took it. You took that opportunity. I know you are the CEO and founder of the South African Endurance Academy, EnduroCAD. Just very quickly, how can the greater diaspora and this network within athletics and school sports and all of these areas of development, how can we connect with you to continue that kind of work?
Yeah, so, you know, like we've got a website, EnduroCAD, on Facebook, you know, on all the socials. You know, our main program at the moment is, you know, it's a high school athletics bursary program where we give youngsters the opportunity, you know, to get a proper education, be coached by world-class athletes, world-class coaches. You know, Zola's on board as a coach, Alroy Dixon, you know, and really get the opportunity to develop as an athlete, but also, you know, get a high school education.
Completely. I think it's the social development, it's the development as a person around the sport in question, as represented by Laureus, as represented by this little family you guys have created. I do feel the weight of responsibility that you do bear, and thank you for letting that play out as a service to the rest of South Africa's athletics fraternity, but moreover, just to all of us who've been able to grow up watching you do these amazing things. Thank you so much. I don't think the goosebumps are going to go away today. I'm just going to have to resign myself to the fact it's going to be one of those kind of shows. I love the fact that sport has the power to unify us. It's something that connects all of us. But yes, we do need those South African superstars to step up, deliver, but continue to feed that legacy. And that's exactly what you're doing. Alana, I love you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all sports enthusiasts as well, join us as we embrace spring's bloom and embark on a celebration of sports and discover the ins and outs of betting responsibly. Welcome to the game, where the world of odds and victories collide. Welcome to World Sports Betting. Now get ready for a power-packed morning, because the ultimate insiders in the house. A very big welcome to the sports manager, Michael Erasmus, as well as marketing manager, Charlotte Archer, who are here to give us a lowdown on everything we need to know about this very, very exciting way to immerse yourself in the sporting world. And of course, there could be something in it for you. Naturally, welcome. It's so nice to have both of you here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
You know what? I'm very excited about the morning. I mean, this entire morning is filled with the energy that only World Sports Betting can bring. But I think it's so important to start off with how World Sports Betting is allowing sports fans to immerse themselves in so many different sporting codes, and also adding an extra gamification, which really is something that kind of adds more value into these fixtures. They're not just fixtures anymore, they are opportunities. So tell me a bit more about how you connected to it.
Absolutely. I think, I mean, South Africans love sport, and this is an opportunity to just have a little bit of skin in the game. Not only are you supporting your team, but you're backing them. Literally, you're putting your money where your mouth is.
Yes.
So we try to give our customers as many betting opportunities, very competitive odds, and we're always looking at how we can improve our website, our user journey, add interesting new features and games. So yeah, it's a way to really take the viewing experience or the sports experience to the next level.
I like it because there's that emotion of, like, you can watch a team that you love, but at the same time now it's really your team.
Absolutely.
You know, it's really you winning with the team, which I love about this connection. But how does it all work, Michael? I think that for anybody who's been under a rock and they don't know how the connections work in terms of how to actually, you know, place these opportunities onto certain games, like, how does the process to work in World Sports Betting?
So when it comes to sport, what we generally need to look at first is that the most important aspect is that odds circulates around everything. It's the first thing that we need to formulate around.
Yes.
And then if you're fairly new to the scene of betting, odds is basically an indicator where the probability or the most likelihood of something occurring can actually be determined by an individual. What we then do is we formulate what you would call a price value, which is called odds. And this price value is then multiplied by the odds, or attached to the market in this case. And then what happens is a small stake value is then multiplied by the odds, and whether a potential payout can be determined for you in that case.
You know, this is why I love the underdog. Because when the odds are not stacked on somebody, you know, I think that's like where it gets really exciting for me.
Yes.
And we've seen it throughout so many sporting codes throughout the world. Like, you never know who is going to be on top. And I think that's what makes it really exciting for me. Just in terms of about the experience itself, Charlotte, it's always good to have a great experience watching your game. But now that you've got skin in the game, of course, naturally you want to have a balance. You want to have that intrigue and excitement around, you know, just betting for the team that you love, but also having the balance of betting responsibly. So, I mean, how do we find that balance? Take us through that.
That's such an important question. I'm glad you asked that, because we take responsible betting very seriously.
Yes.
You know, we encourage our customers to be mindful. It's fun. It's not, that's what it's supposed to be. Monitor your time. Don't spend too much time. Keep your deposit limits and your betting limits monitored.
Yes.
Make sure you're playing with disposable income. And I mean, yeah, just be very cognizant that this is fun and it needs to be in moderation.
Fun and moderation is so important, though, and I think also the way you express yourself. I think some people, like, I'm very fanatical about my sports, and I think that balance is very important, though. Like, you know, and I think it's,
like
it's
everything
great.
in life.
Yes, like everything. But just, Michael, in terms of what's on the agenda, I know that World Sports Betting is at the helm of so many different sporting codes, but anything on the horizon that you can look forward to, you know, anything that we can really get excited about? I know that there are certain, you know, World Cups afoot as well.
I think you're probably referring to the Rugby World Cup that's taking place this coming month in September.
Nice.
Well, to be quite frankly honest with you, if you look at odds as a whole, there's such a large variety of markets that can be offered with odds.
Very true.
And there isn't a set limitation in place where you cannot predict the possibilities that can be created with odds.
Yeah.
If you, for example, look at the aspect in where we have an option where you can actually request for a bet, where if you would like a desired outcome to be achieved and we don't have it listed, you can actually request for it.
What?
That's how in-depth odds actually is.
But that's very exciting, because there are so many permutations in a game. It's not just about who will score the first try.
Exactly.
And now you can actually put up your hand and say, right, Colby. Definitely gonna, you know, he's gonna skip past somebody over there.
Like in most cases, people can actually, for example, select a score to be a try to be scored by just Colby. But in some cases, you can actually request and say, I would like for him to, for example, have 3 tries scored in the entire World Cup. We can actually predict odds for that for you if it's not listed. Definitely without a shadow of a doubt.
Exciting stuff, though. I mean, this is phenomenal. It really is. And I cannot wait for, you know, more to come through. But, you know, we're excited to have you on the show today. We know that there's also something very exciting. So, Charlotte and Michael, thank you for the information.
Thank you so much.
And we'll continue, you know, obviously having a little bit of skin in the game, but of course doing that responsibly. But having fun while we do that. And I can tell you, it's going to connect you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. World Sports Betting are giving 8 lucky viewers the chance to win their share of 150,000 Rand this morning with our celebration of sports spin and win wheel. Simply WhatsApp 063-408-8863 and tell us why celebrating sports is important to you. Include your name, ID number, and hashtag World Sports Betting for your entry to be valid. Plus, if you're a World Sports Betting account holder or sign up now, they will match your winnings with World Sports Betting vouchers. The first 3 lucky spins will happen just before 7 a.m. this morning, so keep your phone close because we could be calling you in just a moment. T's and C's, as always, do apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. And yes, keep your phone close because we are celebrating and getting you hyped up for this incredible game. It's the World Sport Betting Spin the Wheel. And of course, you can see the amounts of dollars that you can win for this one. But not only that, it's time to celebrate something special because it's a happy birthday! Hey!
Look how beautiful this cake is, bro.
Oh, 21 years of absolute magic, 21 years of world sport betting. I'm absolutely here for this. This is a beautiful celebration. Gee, come on.
It's magical moments. You don't understand. Like, all of my favorite sportsmen are here today. I don't know what's going on.
Is it a dream?
It's just, I don't think me. I'm going to get to eat this whole cake as well. I think this is just that kind of day, man. But what an opportunity to celebrate. Think of the moments over those 21 years, the moments that we've been a part of. Absolutely incredible. And you get to be a winner as well. So you watch your favorite team win, and you win as well. I love it.
And on top of that, right now, today, we're going to make so many winners right throughout the show. As you can see, we're going to be spinning this baby. Woo! And hopefully giving you lots of moolah. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. Keep your phone close by. We're going to be calling you, and maybe you'll be walking away with some money. It's a happy birthday. Let's continue to celebrate it.
There's a lot of money there, bro. There's a lot of money on this wheel.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Boks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with Rugby's Moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. What a show it is. It's Friday. We're celebrating and we're in the kitchen right now. And as the rugby season kicks into high gear, braais are being fired up to add to all the gears. You know what I'm talking about. So today we're going to be showing you how to make a delectable braai snack platter. It's perfect for the game and perfect for game day. And these braai broodjies are two ways to make a mouth-watering sensation out of any occasion. And myself and Carlitos are going to show you how quick and easy this one actually is. You ready for this, bro?
I am ready for anything. You said bread and cheese and braai broodjies.
All the good things
totally
in life,
ready.
yeah?
No, let's just kick it off because I think we've got different versions and I want to show you the one that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to add a bit of butter onto the bread because that's just what I do. I do it on the inside and the out. And today, my thing is I'm going to add some tusses, the Clover tusses. I love that. I love the way the melting point is very good. And then I'm going to add some peppers. The peppers are going to be beautifully placed over here. And then to finish it off, biltong spice to make it extra South African. We're going to gooi that and then
spice to make it extra nice.
And I'm going to do an extra bit of tusses on top and then I'm done.
Done. And then
What's
you just I'm going to do the same thing. I'll start with burning the inside. We are going to be burning the outside after this. But as you can see, my man's used the tusters. I'm going to be using the beautiful cheddar option. So cheese goes on as the first layer. That's the base layer. Then we've got some caramelized onion. Oh, this stuff is always just going to add that little bit of extra sweetness to it. And you can not be too shy, so you can add a little bit extra if you do want to. But of course, it's very, very important that you pay this next step, and that's add more cheese.
Add more cheese. That is the next step, dude.
Yep. Add more cheese, as simple as that. And then
I'm going to get things cooking over here.
Carlitos, for us, talk about how you're going to get the next steps going while I butter up the outsides of our beautiful braai broodjies that we're making. Now, again, we don't have an actual braai going here, so you can get creative at home if you want to. You can use, I see you've got the gas over there.
Yes, I'm going to actually put some Clover olive pride in your pan here. Because you can do it as a broodjie, but also I sometimes call it a panwich.
A panwich?
Yeah, but it's a braai broodjie, so I'm going to keep it South African.
Where do panwiches get made? In Panama?
No, they make it in the pan. Come on now, dude. Yes, that's how it goes.
So all our man is out there. What is that thing? What is this thing called again? Like
a jaffle iron?
Jaffle iron, yes. That is the traditional fire making device.
I honestly love this thing. I had a bad experience on the show last time with the jaffle iron. I got sabotaged by the kitchen team. They said that they had properly attended to it, and it wasn't attended to at all. It was just like proper, they sabotaged me.
I got you. Well, don't worry, bro. We can make up for it right now, and we don't have to.
Can we? Hold on, I just want to see if this is... It's almost there.
It's almost there. What I've got for you, perfectly prepared braai broodjies as you requested. You can pop those inside.
Can I just go straight?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure this is good.
Nice and hot?
All right, nice and hot.
Sure,
and then this one's going to go in here. You won't be able to see the finished result, okay? But what you will see is something spectacular today, which is hopefully going to be a completed result, which is lovely. So I'll just get that. I think I want to do that top one over there. I think that's going to be the nice one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure that it's sorted and good to go. And when that happens, in fact, this one's fine.
There we go.
And
We've
then
got fire.
I'm going to pop this in here, right there, into the Jaffle iron like that, okay?
Oh, so you're going to pop this
I'm going to do that proper, dude. I'm going to do it proper like that.
here.
And then remember, you just have to kind of get your clamp from the short side over here.
How's that grip strength, bro?
It's getting there. And then we doing this. Fantastic.
Okay, I didn't think this was possible, but this is like,
Brother man,
you can kind of
I do
hybrid a fire if you don't have time and you don't have wood at home. Don't worry, you can use your gas
That's what I
stove
do.
for
I use
this.
the gas stove.
I see where you go.
I'm going to go just on there like that. And I mean, it's going to toast the edges over there. It looks like it's burning, but that's the whole idea. It's got to be.
It's part of the experience,
It's
right?
got to be part of the experience. That's how. And then I'll look after this one at the same time. We'll get this sorted out, and then breakfast is served. But I think it's very South African. And this all, that's what Clover does. They give you the cheeses to make sure that, you get that type of, spring month started on a weekend like this, which is so
We have
important.
a saying at home, we call it the cheese to please.
Yes.
That's what it does.
To
Doesn't
give you
matter
what you
what
need.
recipe you put it in, actually, it always elevates. And you can see what we've done here, added some gears to a beautiful braai meal right now, and getting you involved in making something delicious this weekend. So you got the kitchen sorted out, the bellies are ready, but what's happening with that wallet? Can we fill it up? I don't know, let's find out. Nice job, bro.
Thank you very much. It's beautiful.
Oh, yes, my friend, you might have to buy a new wallet or bag. Okay, we are going to fill it up. Life is a wheel of fortune, and today the wheel is in your hands. Well, actually, it's in Alana Mayer's hands. Gear up to spin your way to triumph with World Sports Betting, where 8 lucky winners stand a chance to win your share of 150,000 rand. The stakes are higher. We are bursting with excitement to join our first winner, and I know Alana is desperate to help you get there, and she is going to be doing the spinning, so you can be doing the winning. And we've got our first winner on the line, Bukalani Nkomani. Bukalani, good morning. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Are you?
I'm very good. I'm a little bit nervous on behalf of you. We've got Alana Mayer here is going to be doing your spinning this morning. And we know that celebrating sports is such a vital part of the South African story. I think one of the most important ways that we can celebrate together, that we are unified to keep that spirit of this nation alive. It's a form of uniting that I think no matter where you come from, whatever background, we can all connect to that. So I've got to ask you, how do you feel about sport? Why is it such a big part of your life?
Because it's one of the most important heritages that we have in this country. It unites people, no matter which background you come from. When we come together to celebrate, we forget our problems and everything, even mentally.
Completely. My friend, I think you embody that spirit that we all tap into, especially during these sports mad times of the year. So let's give you your just rewards, my friend. You are one of the 7 lucky people who has the opportunity to now spin our wheel. The adrenaline is pumping and winning is in the air. I'm going to ask you to tell Ilana when to spin the wheel. Do you want Ilana to give it a strong spin, a medium spin? How are you feeling?
Medium spin.
A medium spin for Bukalani. All right, Ilana, it's all on you. In 3, 2, 1, spin the wheel!
Come on.
Come on, come on. Oh, it's only getting better, but yeah! Bukalani, I don't know if you are taking a look at your screen right now or if you're flat on your back on the floor. 10,000 rand is yours. How is that money going to change your life? What does it mean to you, my friend?
It's a lot. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's a lot of money. So I have to sit down and think about it.
Oh, you definitely do, my friend. Congratulations. Thank you for embodying the sports spirit this morning. I think you exemplify what World Sports Betting is trying to achieve. This connection to sport, the drama, the emotion, the love of winning. 10,000 rand is on its way to you. You want to say thank you to Alana, I think, especially. She was amazing. Thank you. You've discovered your plan B. Buddy, we are so proud of you. We are so happy for you. This is incredible. It's always great when the big one goes in the first spin. So congratulations and enjoy spending that money. And I'm so glad you're going to take a bit of time to think about it. So we know that the lucky winning opportunities will continue here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, as you also have the opportunity to win your share of 150,000 Rand as the celebration of Sports Spin and Win Wheel is here for you. So you've got a WhatsApp 063 408 8863 telling us exactly this: why celebrating sports is important for you. Why does that make up an important element of your life? And then you've got to send your name and your ID number, and you've always got a hashtag World Sports Betting when you send that entry to make sure that it is valid. Plus, if you're a World Sports Betting account holder, this is where it gets really good. They will match your winnings. They will do it with World Sports Betting vouchers to double your take home and give you even more opportunities to win. You can find all those T's and C's on expressoshow.com. And I'm going to say it again. Well done to you, and thank you so much, Alana. I think we've discovered a plan we can have for us, for both of us, I think. Absolutely love the fact that the winning is going to continue. And I feel like right now, with this man stepping into studio, we're kind of all winning.
We are winning, and I bet you're going to love this performance from this incredible individual. Majosi is here today, a friend of the show and somebody who's got a brand new single out that you'll hear later. But for now, I just want to say what an honor it is to see you.
It's been a long time coming.
It has been, eh?
Too long.
It has been a long time, darling. So nice to have this man over here, but I just need to I'll Be There, the music video. I know it's an incredible music. You got all of your friends, like everyone. You didn't leave any friend out in the music video, and you filmed this thing, and it's now complete, and you are giving it to us today.
Yes, I got the friends that I could get at the time whose schedules would allow for me to have them there.
Okay.
Some friends I messaged and they couldn't make it because they have other commitments.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to check. I'm just checking though, but I'll be there if in case somebody has not heard this song. Give me a little nutshell into what the song is about, like the richness of it and what you wanted to convey.
The song, like most of my songs, is all about love, seen from a different point of view.
Yeah.
It's about unconditional love, realizing that it's really important to be there for the people that you love, whether it's your family member or if it's your loved one or whoever it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's an unconditional love that's otherworldly, if I can say that.
It is indeed. I can feel that, and I want to share that with you today. So Majosi is here to perform throughout the morning, and you're going to get this now. Music video out today for this song. It's called I'll Be There.
It's been a little crazy lately, but you know you can always find me, and I'll be there for you when your heart is filled with endless sorrow and you need a little strength to borrow. I'll be there for you when you're stuck in the in-between. Keep falling down and you're on your knees, know that well, I'll be there for you when you're scared of another day. You're stuck in bed, don't you feel ashamed? 'Cause well, I'll be there for you. It's been a little crazy lately, but you know you can always find me, and I'll be there for you when your heart is filled with endless sorrow and you need a little strength to borrow. I'll be there for you when you find there's nothing to see in your reflection. Just look at me and know that I will care for you when you live with no hope inside. I'll search the world for the spark that died, and I'll bring it back to you. It's been a little crazy lately, but you know you can always find me, strength to borrow. I'll be there for no death or life or sacrifice will separate my love. No things to come or the things you've done will break apart my love. Through the days and nights till the end of time, you'll always have my love. With all my heart and soul. It's been a little crazy lately, but you know you can always find me, and I'll be there for you when your heart is full with endless sorrow and you need a little strength to borrow. I'll be there for, I'll be there for, and I'll be there for you.
It's my feel good.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3, and more action to come. But of course, let's start things off with getting your news sorted. In fact, let's start nationally. An agreement has been signed between the Western Cape government, the Cape Town Metro Council, and the National Taxi Council, Santaco. Now, the Western Cape Minister of Mobility, Ricardo McKenzie, says discussions focused on passenger safety and a framework has been set up for further cooperation between the parties involved. The agreement follows the taxi stay away earlier this month, which was accompanied by violent protests. Taxi operators argued that their vehicles were impounded without reason. McKenzie says there's now more clarity about the possibility or possible consequences of road offences. President Cyril Ramaphosa, meanwhile, has assured those who have lost their homes as a result of yesterday's Johannesburg CBD fire that they will be assisted by the government. He visited the site of the deadly fire last night. The blaze engulfed an apartment building and claimed 74 lives, including those of young children. The cause remains unknown. Ramaphosa said the issue of inner-city housing and hijacking of buildings needed to be addressed. On to international news. Japan's defense ministry yesterday made a record spending request of $52.67 billion for fiscal 2024 in the latest step of a plan to boost defense spending by 43 trillion yen over 5 years. The request is for the second year of Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's plan to double defense spending to 2% of gross domestic product by 2027, as it faces up to an increasingly assertive China and, of course, an unpredictable North Korea. The defense ministry plans to set aside more than 900 billion yen to secure ammunition and weapons, including new ship-to-air missiles. Now, the Economic Community of Central African States, ECAS, is to call an extraordinary meeting after the coup in Gabon. ECAS condemned the use of violence and called for their country to return to constitutional order. The Army General Bryson Nguema was named as Gabon's new leader after yesterday's coup. He defended the decision to overthrow President Ali Bongo's government. The EU's head of foreign policy, Josep Borrell, said the Gabonese election was flawed and hinted that an election which the result was manipulated, of course, also represented a kind of coup d'etat. And South Africa is set to host yet another world sporting event. The 2023 Down Syndrome International Gymnastics World Championships will take place in Tshwane this month on the 23rd and 24th. This will be showcasing the abilities of gymnasts with Down syndrome from around the world. Gymnasts from 6 different countries will participate at the Mat Sports Centre Alderaan in Pretoria. They are Italy, Mexico, Bulgaria, Argentina, America, and of course, South Africa. Alan Chadwick, chair of Gymnastics SA's organizing committee, said it's an honor to provide a platform for athletes with Down syndrome to showcase their exceptional skills and promote a message of inclusion that extends far beyond the competition. That's it for your news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a look at the sport.
Thank you so much, Carl. On that beautiful note, let's dive a little deeper into the sports. And in the upcoming Champions League season, Manchester United are set to confront Harry Kane-led Bayern Munich following the draw held in Monaco yesterday. So let's start with Group A, also including FC Copenhagen and Galatasaray, featuring a promising competition between Bayern and United. Then in Group F, the fiercest battles await, with Newcastle, cannot wait to see what they do on the European stage, up against AC Milan, Borussia Dortmund, and of course the Qatar-supported and owned PSG. Then we've got holders Man City. They enjoy a very favourable draw. RB Leipzig, I suppose they can be giant slayers. Red Star Belgrade and the Young Boys in Group G. It's going to be a tough one for them. Then Arsenal's return after 4 years pairs them with Sevilla, PSV Eindhoven and Lens in Group B. And then we've got Real Madrid joining Group C with Napoli, Braga and debutants Union Berlin. So a slightly different landscape in UEFA this year, which we are here for. Now let's throw it back and see who's the best of the lot in UEFA. Man City striker Erling Haaland has clinched the prestigious 22-23 UEFA Men's Player of the Year title. The 23-year-old showcasing his goal-hungry prowess with an unbelievable record, really, of 52 goals in 53 games across all tournaments, not in his career, in 1 year, propelling Pep Guardiola's squad, obviously, to a remarkable Premier League, FA Cup and UEFA Champions League treble. Now, Haaland excelling with 12 European goals and 36 Premier League goals, triumphed over, well, a pretty weak field, only Kevin De Bruyne and Lionel Messi. Incredible. And it's probably not the last time he's going to do it. Now, some great news on the cricketing front. In a joint announcement yesterday, CSA and Cricket West Indies have solidified the plans for West Indies A to embark on a tour of South Africa featuring a compelling 3-match, 4-day series. And that will commence on the 21st of November at Benoni's Willowmoor Park. That's under the guidance of Test head coach Shukri Conrad. The series promising some gripping cricket as young players put their hands up. Those that have been knocking on the door have a chance to knock them down. And the showdown will then move to East London's Buffalo Park from November the 28th up until the 1st of December, culminating at Bloemfontein's Mangawang Oval from December the 5th to the 8th. So a beautiful full roster to take in. Now we turn to motorsport news off the track. In Mercedes Formula One team, they've revealed that Lewis Hamilton and George Russell have extended their agreements up until 2025. So the Silver Arrows affirmed the duo's partnership for the upcoming seasons, a declaration that precedes the Italian Grand Prix this weekend, notably. As of now, Hamilton occupying 4th spot in the drivers' rankings, trailing the out-and-out leader and reigning champion and probably incumbent, Max Verstappen, by 183 points. Then Russell, another British contender, holds the 7th position with 99 points. So great to see them still in the fold. But that is where we leave our sporting headlines for this hour. We'll touch on them again at 8 o'clock. Let's get an update on the weather.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, and thank you so much, G. And we're diving straight into the weather right now, finding out what the temperatures are like on your side of town. And starting off in Polokwane, now your day starts at a low of 11 up to a high of 29 degrees. Umabela can see the day starting at a low of 12 up to 34. Pretoria, 14 up to 27 with sunny skies expected. And Johannesburg, a lot of sun coming through from 13 up to a high of 25 degrees Celsius. Over in Mahikeng now, the day starting at a low of 11 up to 29. Klerksdorp, very similar conditions from 11 up to a nice warm 29 degrees. Sunny skies expected. And much the same for Kimberley. From 9, you move up to a moderate 24 degrees with Bloemfontein coming from a chilly 5 up to a high of 25 degrees Celsius. Looks like over in the coast at Richards Bay, it's wet conditions though. From 14, you move up to a high of 23 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, 11 is yellow up to 21. At Durban, the rain continues from 17 up to 22. And Umtata, 11 is yellow up to a high of 17 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast at London, where it looks like the rain continues. From 13, you move up to a high of 17 degrees. Cradock sees the day starting at 4 up to 16. GQ Gqeberha, 9 is yellow up to a high of 16 degrees. And George, from 6, you move up to a max of 15. Carrying on around the coast, over to the Mother Now, where day starts at a low of 10 up to a high of 15 degrees. A little bit of rainfall can be expected on your side of town. Worcester, however, it's dry conditions, but also cold from 1 up to 14. Sutherland, very chilly from -3 degrees. You only max out at 11 for your day. And Uppington, last but not least, from 7 degrees, moving up to 21 degrees Celsius. And again, of course, grateful for the pictures that have been sent through. We will dive into some of the sunrise views if we do have time. But for now, though, it's time to find out what else we can expect from the show this morning. And it looks like another superstar has entered the building.
Superstars, as you can see, next to this man, I'm totally a scrum off. We've got a fantastic player here in the form of Stefan Bloch on the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Ipanet Sabeth Sabi sharing an inspirational message right here. Stefan Bloch, just to ask you very quickly, what winning moment will you share with us today?
Yeah, I think going forward for the World Cup this year, everybody's looking forward to 2023 in France. I mean, and I think that opening game against Scotland, one of the top 5 teams in the world at the moment. South Africa at number 2, Scotland at number 5.
Nice.
And what a game that will be next week in Marseille.
Fantastic. It's going to be so beautiful. Now, this man will share some winning moments, and you will stay right there. It's going to be your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. Absolutely amazing.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the Bucks are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with rugby's biggest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel good.
I'll Okay, yes, I am struggling a little bit today. I'm fanboying, and it's all good because these amazing guests warranted to complete our sports takeover. Today on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we are so thrilled to have some green and gold royalty with us. Yes, and a little bit of black and white thrown in there as well, with 37 caps for the Springboks, over 150 appearances for the Sharks in the Currie Cup and Super Rugby, back when we used to play Super Rugby. Let's warmly welcome to this couch an absolute OG and an amazing human being, Stefan Tabla. Still getting the product drops as well. I see. So, Steph, thank you so much for being here, brother.
Yeah, fantastic to be here. A little bit colder than Durban, what we used to. So that's why, I almost wore 2 pairs of shorts today. It's that cold. But no.
G-Man was like, make it cold so he doesn't wear like a tight top and make it like feel insecure. But man, it's such a pleasure to have you here. I think it's so great to be able to reflect on great memories, reflect on great careers, and get hyped up for the big matches that are coming up next week. But let's talk about your career, man. That debut. I remember the game in Ireland, 1998. You come through, pull up there and score 4 tries. Just make a statement. That's how you start a career, bro. But what is that memory like for you? Can you still remember it, firstly? And then secondly, what was it like? Talk to me about it.
It happened so quickly. I think as a schoolboy, and I grew up in a small little town, Swellendam, not far from here, and you play hundreds of test matches in your backyard against your best mates. John and Ati and Hannes and Louis, let's have a game of rugby.
Visualize the crowds and everything.
And trust me, in our backyard, the Springboks always won those games. They were very close.
Did it ever come close?
Well, to Blanche always had a penalty in the last moment. And I never missed, you know. But then to finally have this opportunity to represent your country and to play for the Springboks. And it was a very special day. And what made it even more special is that on that day we played in a white jersey, because the colour clash between the Irish green and the Springbok green and gold made it more special in that, you know, that the dust even didn't settle yet. Gary Teichman gave me a wonderful pass, and I scored my first tries like 4 or 5 minutes into this game, and it's like, wow, is this really happening? And then before you know it, it's over.
Yeah.
But the only problem is that if you score 4 tries in your debut, everybody expects you to do the same every other game. It's like, oh no, the next 2 weeks later we played against Wales, and I was like, oh, Blanche only scored 2 tries. Terrible game, terrible game.
And long may that reign, my friend, because you did kind of set a trend. There are other players who followed suit, and I love the fact that young players get to leap off from where you left off, which is an amazing thing. You've had an incredible career. It's taken you all over the world. What did that do for your life experience, being able to connect with these teams, to be able to share these moments with your brothers, but to get a different perspective? Do you see the world as being this different place, or are we all the same? Because sport kind of does something different.
Sport definitely does something, especially for our country. We've seen it, you know, every time, and especially rugby. And I'm not dishing the other sports because I come from a rugby background. But if you look what sport done, and specifically rugby for our country, and how it brings the nation together. And we're not that different from other countries. You know, I've played in Wales, I've played in Ireland, I've travelled all over the world. I mean, I still think South Africa is the best place without a doubt, and that's why we're still here. I never want to leave this place. But yeah, it gives you a different perspective on life, but also just shows you that, you know, people are actually very much the same, and they believe in the same things, and they follow sport, and they just, you know, they just love what sport can do for them, and how it brings them together as a nation. And it doesn't matter if you're South African, English, Welsh, you know, Scottish. We all love to have that pride, believing in your country and believing in your nation.
We're too invested emotionally in our sport.
We are. We see that every Saturday, and you said, I'm not going to get upset when the Sharks lose or the Springboks lose, and then, you know, you get very upset.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that if it happens on a Friday night? How are you able to turn your weekend around?
You have to. I mean, you've got family now, and
you've got kids.
You're so invested in the sport, and you say, well, this year I'm really going to take it easy. I'm not going to worry about the results. I'm just going to enjoy the game. Before you find it, you're on the edge of your seat, you screaming at the referee, especially at the TV screen, and then you get so upset. But it is who we are. It's in our DNA, and I'm not going to try and change that. And I think the rest of South Africa is certainly not going to change it. And with the Rugby World Cup starting in a week's time,
you're going to need it.
Trust me, the next 8 weeks are going to be the attendance at work is going to be very low, especially when the Springboks are playing, and especially when the Springboks win. There's going to be a lot of celebrations going on in the next 6 weeks, and let's have fingers crossed across for a great World Cup for South Africa.
Yeah.
That will be.
Look, on that note, I mean, I wish we could just spend the entire day just chatting to you on the couch right now. I want to talk to you about the pressures of the game and anything else. But I think for now, considering we're going into this big tournament, maybe you have some words of encouragement. I know you as a player have a great insight into what it really takes to perform at this level and what a player needs, maybe from us, maybe from the community, maybe from South Africa, what it is that we can help assist in just getting them over that threshold and bringing that gold back again.
I think it's a great question, and trust me, as a player, you can pick up the energy, whether it's positive or negative, you know, in the stadium, without a doubt, you can pick that up. But, you know, for us as South Africans, just to keep supporting the guys, I know we're going into the World Cup as one of the favourites. We're not favourites yet. I think we're third. You know, you got Ireland, who's number one team in the world, and then South Africa, and then France. Obviously, France playing at home will be a big threat and a serious contender for the Rugby World Cup in 2023. But I think as South Africa, let's just keep that vibe going. Let's wear the Bok jerseys. Often, you know, you go onto a field, as I said, you can feel that energy. You might be leading the game, but you know, something's not right here. There's something missing. And trust me, Sia and his team, they can pick up if something's not right. And they that sort of team. I think they're very mature going into the World Cup with a great performance against the All Blacks. It's great on the one side, but also worries me on the other, knowing that, geez, we've just beat the All Blacks by 35 points, and the biggest score ever in the history. Yes, we played against 14 men for 40 minutes, but I think that energy and that vibe as South Africans, let's just we're unique, we're a special rugby nation, we're a special nation, let's keep that vibe going, let's wear the green and gold, and trust me, we can bring this World Cup back at the end of October.
I love it.
You, my friend, you. I've almost forgotten about all the black and white years now. You're amazing, buddy, and you are always this. You're always so welcoming and so positive and in such unbelievable shape on the cover of magazines, just making it all right for all of us to want to live this here. But thank you for everything you've given to the sport, most importantly.
Great to be here, and thanks for the sport, and thanks for all South Africans who's always supported through the thick and thin, win or lose. We love you guys.
Yeah, and we feel it when you lose, but we are there when you win. So let's hope that's the story's narrative.
Let's continue the theme and get inspirational. Gold Olympic athlete Gail Devers said it best: keep your dreams alive and understand that to achieve anything requires faith and belief in yourself. Vision, hard work, determination, and dedication. All things are possible for those who believe. Someone who strongly believes this ethos is the one and only Eoban Etzebeth.
Yeah, when I was young, I think every young boy dreams of becoming a Springbok, obviously if you play rugby. For me, it started becoming reality probably when I was in matric, when I started playing for the Western Province team and I was selected for the SA under 18 team. And then, I think then as you go on and you achieve bigger things, playing Varsity Cup and then being selected in the bigger Stormers squad and then going on to represent the Stormers, then being in the Springbok squad, playing in camp and then eventually playing for the Springboks. And I think it's just to always try and set your goals a bit higher. So obviously when you become a Springbok, then you must set new goals, playing 50 tests, or if you started on the bench, maybe this time must get into the starting team. So yeah, for me it's always been when you achieve your goal, then set a higher goal. And I think I've heard something when I was young that if the dream is big enough, the facts doesn't count. So it doesn't matter where you come from, how big or how small you are, or how privileged or not as privileged you were when you were younger. If you have a dream and you actually work hard to achieve it, you can achieve anything.
Inspirational and all the reason to get behind any national team playing whatever World Cup they play in this year. It is fantastic, and thank you, Eoban, for that inspiration. I'm sure any winner would need that right now.
South Africans know tough. It's built into our DNA. We know out weather and outlast the harshest conditions when they to show the extra mile. Our strength is legendary, our resilience iconic, and despite the odds, we know it's the job done. Micah Tex, strong enough to endure anything.
Oh yes, it's time to get excited again because it's time for our next spinner and winner again. And of course, this time it is the one and only Cherise Adolf. Yes! So Cherise, welcome. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being a part of this and entering the competition. Before we even get into the magic, I want to ask you a question. Are you a World Sports Betting account holder by any chance?
Not at the moment.
No worries. Don't stress about it. We're still going to make you a winner. There's definitely some guaranteed moolah and prizes here for you. And of course, we did that. We asked you why celebrating sports is important to you. And I want to read out your answer because this is why you're a winner. You came through with an answer saying, as a special needs teacher, it breaks my heart that learners with disabilities are unable to play their desired sport, but we've tried our best to include them in all sports. Now, celebrating it for those who cannot and those who cannot enjoy it to the fullest, and for those that, despite their challenges and disabilities, push through. Whether it's being a soccer goalkeeper in a wheelchair, it's important to allow them to feel alive. Now, feeling part of a team and celebrating their nation, it brings not only kids together, but adults too. Oh, come on, what an incredible message. Thank you so much for sending this through. This is clearly why you're gonna be a winner, why you are a winner already, but now is the most important part. It's time for you to spin the wheel. We've got Stefan de Blanche here. This man is an expert when it comes to using the body. He can get it on anything for you. So how do you want Stefan to spin this thing? You can ask him left hand, right hand, hard, soft.
I'm left hand, so let's go with left.
Left hand, okay. He's got a mean bar in the left hand. You ready for this, Stefan?
Let's do it.
Give us a spin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You can feel it. You can feel it. Is it gonna be? Come on, make it big. Make it big. Ooh. No, it's okay. We got 3,000. Yeah. Congratulations. How's it feel being a winner, walking home with some extra moolah in the pocket?
Thank you so much. Wow, that's amazing.
That just says how awesome this competition is, and it's not stopping here. This is only the second of so many happening this morning. I can hear crazy elation in the background in my ear. It's chaos, but it's excitement. Stefan, thank you so much for being a part of this one. This is incredible. And for you, Mzansi, don't forget, this is happening right throughout the morning, so keep your phone close to you, and it might just be your turn next. Are you ready? Let's go! That was awesome, man. Thank you. I really enjoyed that, really loved that, Mzansi, and I hope you did too.
Well, if my day couldn't get any better, I'm connected to another old friend who just happens to be unbelievably gorgeous and a former Miss SA and a CEO and a game changer. Cindy Nell is here. Hello, you amazing human being. She's going to be connecting with us in just a moment. And of course, connecting to you. It's been that kind of show. It's inspirational. Don't move a muscle. We'll see you in a sec.
Mabel, check this. With a MyGoals premium account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12?
Yeah.
Wait, when are you busy planning your next getaway during office hours? Man.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show and a happy Friday. So today it's all about our victories, you know, the milestones, celebrating. And I just think it's a pleasant gesture to make sure you're inspired by so many of our guests today. It's a moment for reflection, acknowledging your dedication and advancement. And it's undeniably boosts your spirits when you think back to it. So this morning we're having a conversation with one of South Africa's favorites, all right? Someone who has represented our country on the global stage. Former Miss South Africa model, CEO, and great friend Cindy Null is here to chat about some of the moments of triumph, and I think it's so beautiful to have this opportunity with you. How are you, by the way?
I'm great, thank you.
I can tell you're great.
Yeah.
But so today it's all about the winning moments, all right? I want to get really aspirational, inspirational today, and I just felt like it's necessary for me to go back to Miss SA with you for a second. You know the crowning moment? In fact, like, even the question that they asked you, do you remember what that question was, by the way?
Yes, they asked if I could change anything in the history. If I could go back in history,
yes.
would I change anything and why?
Do you remember what you said?
I said, yes, I would go back and change apartheid.
Ha! Look at that. And then you win. I completely understand why you won that year. I mean, you were a favorite for me as well, but now that moment, going back there, what was it like for you, that realization that now you have a responsibility on your shoulders representing an entire country in this capacity?
I mean, you look back at it, and at the age of 21, it's quite a big responsibility.
Yeah.
But that's the nice thing about youth, you know, you have so much blind belief in your ability and you're just going for it. So I didn't see it as a big responsibility. I saw it as an exciting one.
Okay, so in terms of responsibility and the excitement around it, of course, getting there is tough. And naturally, all of us have struggles. So what were some of the struggles that you went through in that particular stage of your life before you got to that moment of victory?
I think deep down, all of us, you know, or many of us often wonder, am I good enough? Am I really up for the task? Am I a fraud? Am I fake? Am I really this good? Do I deserve this? I think deep down, we all struggle a little bit with that. So when you win things and when you achieve things, you know, we often question ourselves. I think we struggle a little bit with imposter syndrome. The more you achieve, the more you do. So just naturally, you automatically start doubting yourself. And I think if you can, you know, if you could bridge that to say that I genuinely believe that anything is possible, anything.
Yes.
I mean, I came from a very average household with I was a very average young schoolgirl by all accounts.
Yeah.
And I just had this blind belief that I wanted to achieve all these amazing things. And I did, and therefore I did, because I manifested it. So all the usual struggles, yeah, am I good enough? Do I deserve this? But yes, we do. We all are good enough, and yes, we deserve everything and more.
And that's the thing about life, that imposter syndrome, it sinks in whenever something good happens to you. It's almost like you almost want to sort of play yourself down, which is not good. So just on the back of that, for anybody who's sitting with imposter syndrome, who is about to embark on anything, could be a new job, it could be something that they have decided to take on and they're thinking, oh, well, what, I got this amazing opportunity. Am I indeed the one for this? What would you like to say to them based on your winning moments and what you've been through, and now being, obviously former Miss SA model, but CEO now as well? What do you want to say to those people who are currently in it, in that moment of self-doubt?
I want to say to you, stop limiting yourself by what you think the world thinks you're capable of, and imagine the highest version of yourself. Show up as him or her every day, regardless of what you think is your supposed ceiling, and that just actually then unfolds for you. It really does. But you have to show up as that person, which means if you need to wake up, if you need to go the extra mile, if you need to put in the work, you're not going to just relax into it.
Yes.
You need to put the work in. But show up as your higher self and make no limitation to what you think you're capable of, because I think you'll surprise yourself.
Oh, see, people need to hear that. I needed to hear that. And just a quick one, anything in the future on your cards? Because, I mean, you've got so many things on your CV right now. I mean, you could very easily be a presenter on Expresso. I'm just saying, who knows? But what is next for you?
I would like to go and build the Essence makeup brand in Australia. So we are relaunching it there.
What?
And yeah, we've already started. So very exciting. So international makeup brand building. That is what is next for me.
I like the fact that as South Africans, we always need to get out of this crab in the bucket mentality and actually go abroad because we have that quality. And I mean, you're definitely a testament to that. So thank you so much for joining us and for inspiring so many. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, what an inspiration, Cindy Null. And of course, we've got so many more inspirational moments coming your way shortly on your Feel Good Breakfast Show and many more winning moments. And with these two on your screen now, it can only be winning.
Yep, bet with the best indeed. We're giving some money away today and we love it, but it speaks to a much bigger ecosystem that is changing people's lives. We are celebrating the exhilarating world of sports and betting responsibly and winning big. And it's been nothing short of amazing so far. We've given away some big money, bro.
It has been, and it's only getting started. Now listen to this. Google had a pleasurable opportunity of visiting the World Sports Betting Hub. And this was to unveil the behind-the-scenes magic of how it all comes together. I know you're wanting to find out, so we got you covered. Let's take a look.
From the roaring cheers to the edge of the seat moments, sports ignite our spirits like nothing else. It's a realm where anticipation meets action, where your predictions add an electrifying twist to the game. Enter the world of betting, where your insights become your strategy and every outcome is a roll of the dice. Since their kickoff in 2002, they've been revolutionizing the game with secure and speedy betting, offering over 250,000 pre-match events, 200,000 live in-play events, and 500 lotto draws monthly. Your security is their winning strategy, with a top-notch encryption safeguarding your bets and transactions. With their 24/7 telebet and support center, the action is non-stop. Lionel Ngube, I hear that you are the heart of the trade. Please talk to us about what a trading manager does.
Trading manager, first and foremost, main role is to ensure that our customers are looked after, to ensure that we're the most competitive in the market and you'll get the best returns on all your bets which you play with us. We want to create an environment where people have fun, they win the course, and have a great experience whenever they are playing with us.
We all know that the Rugby World Cup is coming up, and I want to place a bet because I need us to bring that World Cup back home.
Well, open an account with World Sports Betting. We have all the latest odds. We have unique odds, which no one else in the world has offered. That is something we pride ourselves greatly on. You get great odds here at 11-2, South Africa to win the World Cup. That means for every 10 Rand you play, you will get a return of 55 Rand.
Sports plays a huge role in our nation's cultural fabric, and to make it a more immersive experience, South Africans have found the thrill in sports betting. In what has become a forever changing and evolving industry, the betting world have had to innovate to stand out. Charlotte, please talk to us about some of the key contributing factors to world sports betting's recognition since its inception in 2002.
We're very customer-centric. We look after, as many of our customers on a very personal level as we can. We also have incredible odds. We've got a floor full of people who are checking the numbers all the time, making sure that we can offer our customers the best odds. And I think it must be mentioned that our horse racing product is unparalleled. It's the best offering. If you want to get into horse racing, we are the place to come.
I mean, speaking about personal touch, we know that World Sports Betting is very much involved in CSI initiatives. Please tell us more about that.
We have a huge initiative called the Grooms Initiative, where the winning groom of a race, World Sports Betting gives them 1,500 Rand. So the grooms are kind of the unsung heroes. They're the ones that work with the horses every day. They're such an important part of that horse's life. Any sport you can think of, we offer markets on, from table tennis to basketball, cricket, rugby, soccer, all the major tournaments and events. We have hundreds and thousands of markets that sports fans can engage with and get skin in the game. We also have a gaming side to our business. So slots are hugely popular, obviously in moderation. We've also got a variety of table games like blackjack and roulette. These are all fixed odds betting events and cater to so many different audiences and demographics.
Responsible gambling is something that World Sports Betting is all about. How does the marketing strategy promote safe and responsible gambling for its users?
Really good question, because it is a really, really important part of our business and our industry. You know, responsible gambling, we make sure that we have a call to action in all our marketing that gives a support line where people, if they think they have a problem, can contact via the phone, WhatsApp. Have fun, that's what it's for, but be very mindful about it.
Yolandi, you have the important role of identifying potential partnerships. How do you evaluate these opportunities to ensure that they align with your core values and beliefs?
It is definitely a very important part, is that making sure that the company that you're actually endorsing or the ambassador, that those do align. And I think we've been very, very happy or lucky with it up till now, finding sponsors like the Vodacom Bulls. In the boxing space, we actually have a very close relationship with Golden Gloves. From an ambassador point of view, we've got Kevin Lerena, and he's actually now got his title fight coming up at the end of the year, so that's a big thing. And then obviously Dricus du Plessis, who made us, the whole country, so very proud, obviously, with his last fight. What is important for us is obviously to align ourselves with teams or ambassadors who's got integrity, who's got passion, love for the sport, and obviously, you know, wanting to make a difference. You know, there's a lot of kids looking up to a lot of these ambassadors and making a difference in South Africa.
And there you have it, the exhilarating ride through the world of world sports betting, from heart-pounding matches to electrifying wins. Whether you are an old bettor or you are new to the game, at World Sports Betting, the adventure never stops and the thrill is always on your side.
Oh, wow, I absolutely love that. But a few reminders here. So obviously the major one, you have a chance right now of winning your share of 150 rand, 150 grand. That's 150,000 rand. Oh, it's incredible this morning as we continue our celebration of sports spin and win wheel.
Yeah, now remember this, all you have to do, and don't forget any of these steps, right? WhatsApp 0634088863. You have to tell us why celebrating sports is important to you. And now, most importantly, you have to include your name, ID number, and of course the hashtag World Sports Betting for your entry to be valid. If you don't include this, and of course your number, how do we contact you? How do we phone you and say, hey, you're a winner, you get to spin? You need to include your number as well, so don't forget that. Plus, if you are a World Sporting Betting account holder or sign up now, this is the most incredible part. Gee, you got to let them know. I'm too excited to tell them.
And please, this is massive.
Yeah.
This is massive. They will match. They will literally match your winnings with World Sports Betting vouchers, which means you can win even more.
Yep.
It is incredible. So keep your phone close to you, because we could be calling you if you gave us your number in just a moment. We have given away already over 13,000 rand.
What, already?
10 grand and 3 grand.
That's true.
It's massive. You could be one of those winners right now on the show. So make sure, first of all, that you are a member, that you've joined up so we can double your winnings there. But you can find all those T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. And that brings us to another spin. And I get to spin with Cindy Null, which is the best day ever. I know, it's unreal. Now, Gary is on the line, and it's ding, 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 another chance to win. Hello, Gary.
Hello, hello.
How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, overwhelmed and excited.
Overwhelmed and excited are my two favorite words. They're my middle names. Now, overwhelmed and excited you are. It is indeed a chance for you to spin. Before we get there, are you a World Sports Betting account holder?
Yes, I'm an account holder, yes.
You know what that means? You know what that means, eh? Whatever happens here, there's going to be a matching of that in World Sports Betting vouchers, so this is going to be very excited. So I just wanted to find out, you know, you were asked a question about why you celebrate sports, why it's important to you. And the comment was, celebrating sports to me is not only the excitement I receive while watching sportsmen and women achieving goals and dreams, but bettering and opening doors for the future and success that lies with it. Sure. I feel like you had a presidential speech in there, Gary. There was something there. I felt it. Love it.
Yeah.
Right, Gary, it is time to spin. I have the incredible former Miss South Africa model, CEO, and your best friend today that'll be doing some spinning. So, Gary, it's going to be a big one. Cindy's standing by. All you have to do is give her a big countdown, 3, 2, 1, and she will spin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, give me a 3, 2, 1. Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. This is going to be big. I feel it. It's happening now. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, my word. This is what happens when you let Cindy now spin. World Sports Betting has given you 10,000 Rand. Gary, this is incredible. It's amazing. And do remember, we got 10,000. Remember, we're going to match that. World Sports Betting is going to match that in vouchers as well. So congratulations. Look at that. It's wonderful, man. We got 3 spins down and 5 to go. But Gary, what does this money mean to you?
Yo, it means so much to me.
Does it?
So much.
I love that, man.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Well done.
Thank you.
You know that entire moment right there was worth 20,000 Rand. So congratulations. It's so good.
Thank you so much. It's well worth it.
Lovely, and big thanks to Cindy now as well. In fact, if you want to get involved, simply WhatsApp 063-408-8863 and tell us why celebrating sports is important to you. Include your name and ID number and hashtag World Sports Betting for your entry to be valid. Plus, if you're a World Sports Betting account holder or sign up now, they will match your winnings with World Sports Betting vouchers, just like Gary's. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. What are you waiting for? We could be calling you next.
Oh my gosh, you're so good.
Oh, my word. Vicky Sampson, I love you, girl. This is the happiest day of my year so far. We've got Vicky here who's going to blow us away. She is our African dream. We got Kevin Lorini here. We got Luke Michael showing, I think, how combat sports can help us all get through those championship rounds of life. How excited are you to be here today?
I am just so blessed. You know, I nearly didn't come this morning, but I just realized that it's the first day of spring. We've had a hard winter. We've had a hard time in this country just on so many levels. So how could I not be here today to celebrate all these amazing things happening in our country and the rugby coming up like it's yay!
Coming up. I love it. It's a celebration of life, of sport, of all the beautiful resilience and strength that it gives to us as a nation. And the celebration and the money continues to flow on the other side of this. like as we continue to celebrate sport and everything that it gives to us. And I think this is exemplified by two extraordinary athletes. The boxing sensation Kevin Lorena and dynamic mixed martial artist Luke Michael. They have shown us what it takes for the human spirit to triumph despite the toughest of opponents. Literally, you got to get in that ring, you got to get in that cage, and you got to do it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I can see the fire in you. You're not doing it right now, bro. I'm not going to make you fight today. I know we've been talking about it. First of all, you guys are looking dialed in for today, which is amazing. I think all of us understand the power of sport. You get to feel it on both ends of that. I've got to ask you, bro, because I remember watching a video of you when you were about 16, punishing some poor bag. I don't know what that bag did to you, what was going on in your life, but there was such a fire burning then. It's still there. Where does that come from, buddy? It's not talent.
You know
it's
what?
Something else.
You know what, Graham? That was my dream back then, and it's still my dream now to do well, and to do well for my country, to do well for myself, my children, my family, the brands that support me, and most importantly, just to know that when I finish the sport of boxing, I can say I've left it all behind in the ring and I've given it my all. So the goalpost always changes, you know what I mean? So you'll get a world title fight, you win the world title, you want a unification. So it's always about setting those new goals and keeping that hunger alive. You know, very inspired by a guy like Stefan de Blanche, who's a legend in rugby, who retired at the age of 37, 38, who's looking better than he did
100%
now than he looked then. So guys like that inspire me and inspire me to do well for myself, my family, and my country.
100%, and you deliver, dude. When you go out there, you wear us on your back, on your chest.
Always.
Which is a very special thing. Youngin, when is that face going to get beat up, dude? I'm waiting for the beauty to get knocked out of that face.
Up, you know? Fight smart all the time.
100%, and you've got a fantastic fight IQ.
Thanks,
is that
man,
something that is there originally? Are you just born with lack of fists? You don't even have the biggest mugs. Where does it come from for you? Where does this fighting spirit
For me, it's been there from a young age, you know, like I've always had a passion for martial arts, you know, and as soon as I discovered it, I was like obsessed. You know, I wanted to compete, I wanted to train. I was like literally in the gym all the time, you know, and I sort of just grew from there. The passion just kept growing. Obviously competing, going to EFC was a massive achievement for me. Like making my pro debut and then working myself up to win the belt. Yeah, it's there, you know.
I'm going to put this to both of you. Is a fight a fight? Or is it more? Because how do you wrap your head around that when there is so much at stake after those 5 minutes? After that, it's a finite gateway that you've got to go through that the rest of your future rests on. I don't know, I'm oversimplifying it, but does it feel like that? Or is it just you and another oak going in there to bang it out? How do you wrap your head around that?
Gee, to be honest, for me, it's nothing. I try and make it not personal. This is what I do for a living. This is how I provide for my family.
It's an art.
It's an art. It's a sport at the end of the day. But it is a fight, you know. That guy standing up opposite you is in there to take your head off because he's got to feed his family too. So it's two warriors who collide. That's why I got the utmost respect for fighters, whether it's MMA, any combat sports, because it takes a lot to get into the ring and to get into the cage. And yeah, I respect all fighters, but at the end of the day, I always say to myself, that man over there is trying to take the food off my table. I cannot allow that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, please, bro, we're not going to fight today, dude. It's not going to happen, Kev. And I love this. The amount of pressure you put on yourselves, to get that win. You've got an amazing team around you. I know both of you have an amazing camp around you. You don't get it right. And I think for me, what I've enjoyed, much to your detriment, is watching in the championship rounds, in the losses, how much personal growth happens. That almost seems to be where the magic is.
It's true.
How do you wrap your head around that and deal with the failures? Because you always seem to come out stronger.
Yeah, you know, adversity, it's almost like it's going to happen, you know, it's inevitable in such a high-level sport.
Especially in a fight game.
Especially in a fight game, you know, so, but I just use it to my advantage, you know, like learn from it and just grow, you know, and become better. Exactly. Keep the fire going and just become better because of all of it, you know.
And that's when you learn those lessons. And there's sometimes, you know, when we talk about a line in the sand, once you cross that, boy, it changes the game.
Makes or breaks you.
Completely. We have an opportunity, it feels like this is a time again to unite South Africa behind sport. And you can almost pick any sport. I think the women's game in every area has it's been the year of women. Thankfully, we are seeing that kind of come back on par. But whether it's combat sports, whether it's rugby, whatever it is, this nation gets behind sport. What do you want to say to the fans who have literally bled with you, have picked up training because of you? You've probably launched boxing careers. What do you want to say to those that have followed?
Thank you. I think most importantly is thanking the fans, the supporters, the viewers, because that's essentially who makes us. You know, the big brands like World Sports Betting who get behind us. I'm just grateful and thankful to all the supporters, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of negativity shone upon our country and upon sports, but sport has the power to bring people together, and that it has, in South Africa especially. I mean, look at the rugby, look at the women's sports, boxing. I feel South Africa, it's a little country down south, but doesn't get the recognition it deserves. So I'm forever grateful, very patriotic, and grateful for my South African supporters.
All I'm doing is looking at you, wondering how much people have won off betting on you. I'd love to know what that number is.
And lost on the 3rd of December.
Buddy, I'm not even going to go there, dude. I'm not even, it's too soon, bro.
You can go.
But so good to have you guys here. Thank you so much for being a part of this little ecosystem. What a privilege that we get to plug into this and have everybody. You've got your heroes here today. You imagine how I feel, bro. Incredible stuff here. This is what sport can do regardless of the format. It's there to unite.
Oh, yes, uniting conversation and uniting you back to the kitchen and getting that belly fed up once again. Now, listen to this. Over the course of the week, we've unpacked Woolworths as a destination for all fresh-grown produce. Now, for them, it's all about offering vegetables that are grown in harmony with nature while bringing us that exceptional flavor. And, of course, today we get to test that out in our kitchen with Chef Clem. And I see colors, I see vibrance, so I'm absolutely here for this. Bro, how are you doing?
So good. How are you doing?
Yeah, lekker, man. The show's been incredible. So many superstars here. But let's not forget that we need to serve them, Zanzi. And when it comes to the weekend, these are incredible treats. When it comes to a braai, how can you not have a potato salad,
absolutely.
man?
Let's swap.
Yeah, let's swap. So listen, you also went on a journey, I believe, was it Sunfalt or something like that?
Yeah.
It was where the suppliers of these incredible potatoes actually are situated. What was that experience like for you, man? What stood out?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. I think any time me as a chef, I get to go back to actually see where the produce comes from and get down to literally ground zero. It's so inspiring, and it actually makes you appreciate these ingredients so much more.
Yeah, that's so true. And especially when you talk about the quality and you think about everything else that's gone into this, the families that it is serving.
Oh, absolutely.
We forget to take acknowledgement about that before we plow this into our bellies, because we can't just... we plow it in there. I did there. But that's because of the taste. But I mean, it's great to acknowledge that. But of course, let's get to that end product right now. What are you preparing for us? What do you have in line for us this weekend?
It is a smoked chicken potato salad, okay? And it's very colorful, so like you can even call it a confetti smoked chicken potato salad. But that's a very long name.
Oh,
absolutely. And the reason this works so well is potatoes, when you fry them, right, the next day, you'll find that the texture's not the same. And then you pop them in the air fryer, it comes back to life. But generally, when potatoes are ready, we have a saying in the house, when the potatoes are ready, that's when we eat, okay? Because your meat needs to rest. Your other bakes and salads, that's fine. You can reheat them if you want. But when the potatoes are done, they're done. Okay, so that's when we eat. That's the rule.
Okay, I got
So the thing is, potatoes are always best when you eat them absolutely like fresh out the oil, fresh out the oven, you know? That's the best thing. But a potato salad is the one dish that it just gets better and better. So you make it today, tomorrow it tastes amazing, Sunday's going to taste even better.
Actually.
So let's put this together.
Okay, how are we doing?
You're going to work on the dressing for me. We've got Dijon mustard, we've got mayonnaise, because you can't without mayonnaise.
Nice.
You got some paprika, cayenne pepper, and apple cider vinegar. Okay, it's the balance.
Interesting.
You got to have a lot of cream in there, but you got to have some acidity to cut through all of that.
Okay.
Why did I add smoked chicken to this? Because here's the thing, right? You're going to braai this weekend and have leftover meat. Your potato salad's really good on its own, but if you want to make it substantial, add the chicken to there. Then you just put like a piece of leftover boerewors with it, and you've got a meal.
A full-on meal,
Or you just add the potato salad on its own with the chicken, and it's a great lunchbox filler. This dish is amazing.
Man, ticking all the macros there, protein, fats, and carbs coming. How much of the mayo am I popping into this one?
You do this with your heart, okay?
Ooh, careful now.
And I prefer using the Willy salad cream. It's got a richer taste, gives it like more velvety texture. So I say give it like
maybe 2 of those.
4.
Ooh, 4, yeah.
4? Okay, cool.
Don't complain about that.
No. So here we go. Nicola potatoes, and how you cook potatoes is very, very important, okay? You start them in a pot of cold salted water. Okay. And then you bring it up to temperature.
Why start off cold?
So it's quite a dense vegetable, right?
Yeah.
You want to obviously cook it through all the way. It's not medium rare potatoes. You want to cook it all the way through. So what happens is, if you put it in hot water, the outside starts cooking faster than the inside. So you get an unevenly cooked potato. Whereas if you start in cold water, it all comes to temperature. Potatoes, and you actually want to add this dressing to it while the potato's still warm, and it just sucks up all that dressing. Okay, keep that in mind. Smoked chicken breast from Woolies. Love this ingredient. Adds instant smokiness. And obviously that protein there for Ryle.
For sure, yes,
Here we go.
please get the gains.
So now, here we go. Now we're gonna make all the moms happy. We're gonna go in with our veggies. We're gonna go with beautiful red peppers. We are gonna go with celery for that extra crunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that texture change on there as well.
Absolutely.
I like that.
We're gonna go with some spring onions and then some pickles. You can even...
This thing
Oh,
up, right? So
absolutely.
the potatoes kind of give you that warm, comforty feel, and then you get that like zestiness coming back through from what I see you adding in here now. So that's really giving me that sort of balanced approach to this meal. We've got texture change as well. We've got color. We've got macros. We're ticking all the boxes here.
All the boxes. So I actually had the most amazing conversation with on that beautiful farm. And I realized farmers are actually chefs, right?
Okay.
And their most important recipe is the soil. If they don't get that recipe right, none of this that we've just used right now would appear on our tables.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's the thing about South Africa. Like, it's our soil, it's our land, our earth, that gives all that intenseness into the vegetables. That's why everything we touch turns to gold. Absolutely. So beautiful dressing from Rao.
I was quite interested to see how this was going to come together. I thought it would maybe like congeal or something, but it works so
No, absolutely.
It's so
and it tastes good. Can you get a mix for me?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, there's a couple of other things that they grow on this farm, and the other one that other vegetable I really love, I want to see if you can identify. And if you can identify it, Ralph, you can just yourself.
What?
For yourself.
Seriously? Bro, I'm going to get this right, eh?
Yes.
Careful now.
Yes.
So what is this vegetable? Because I know,
what
I know
is
like
that?
all... I was just about to say, I know all veg, and then you
know
bring me
all
this,
veg?
you bring me the Fibonacci of vegetable.
It's
Like, what on earth
Fibonacci.
is that, bro?
I'm going to ask if people, can you Google Fibonacci? Because it's not that. It's not that. Last chance. Just spin the wheel for yourself.
No, man, it looks like Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and all the things
You
put
close.
together.
That's the family.
Well, what is it?
It's a Romanesco.
A Romanesco.
So think broccoli, cauliflower merged together, and then some sci-fi guy out there created this beautiful shape. It is so
It's
amazing,
like
so
art.
stunning. No, it's absolutely delicious. So what I did was took the potato out, of this original, popped in some Romanesco, and it works. It works so well. So what we did was we actually blanched this first in water, then roasted it in the air fryer. Treat it like you would a broccoli or a cauliflower, which you know, South Africans, we love our cauliflower.
Yeah, always, well...
In the salad, Ralph, I want you to give that a taste. Did they give you a knife and fork?
Can I use the big one? We got some at the back.
There we go.
Let me grab one, because say no to this. All right, I've never eaten Fibonacci before. So I'm gonna get all the divine ratios within me. I cannot wait
Tell
for
me,
this
tell
one.
me, tell me.
Okay, get a little bit of that, get some of that. Oh.
Right?
Oh.
But then you gotta also taste your one that you made.
It's like divine flavor. Honestly, this is working so well. The fire and the spiciness is just giving that smoky chicken just something extra. I love the balance. I'm sorry for talking my mouth full, but wow, wow, wow. Let me just dive into the potato one last time.
You take a bite. So after you gotta try this recipe. If you love potato salad, you know it's a game day must. You gotta have potato salad on the weekend. This one with the smoked chicken, all these spices, all these vegetables, is how you do potato salad.
Man, this is an absolute must. Whatever you're doing this weekend, make sure this is added to your list. And want any of the recipe, any of the ingredients, then of course you can go to expressoshow.com. And if you want to shop some of this incredible fresh produce, then head over to Woolworths right now. You can get it in store, online, and of course on the app. And let me tell you, my mouth is going to stay full because wow, that was delicious, man.
You're welcome, you're welcome. You don't get to spin the wheel, but you get your Romanesco, aka Fibonacci.
Deal, deal, deal. Well played, bro.
Only exceptional flavour. Our local farmers grow the best varieties. Only an unbroken cold chain. That's why they stay for longer. Only farm for the future, so more generations can grow food too. The only vegetables to choose.
It's my feel-good
Welcome back to the Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and you're live on S3, and we kept you in suspense long enough. Let's make another lucky viewer a winner, and it could be you. Please welcome the very talented and amazing Penny and Hlapo. Good morning, Penny.
Good morning, good morning.
Now, how are you feeling this morning? Let's start there. Are you feeling like you could win a lot of money today?
I feel it. I'm in it to win.
That's it. I mean, your name has something to do with money. It makes sense. Penny.
Yes.
But we could turn that into thousands of rands very soon. Are you a World Sports Betting account holder?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all good, because we can continue, but I did ask you a question, and that was why celebrating sports is important to you, and you said celebrating sport is important because you also get to move your body, and you get to, obviously, you know, exercise, and it's a healthy lifestyle as well, and that's part of exercise as well, as it's a fun thing to do, and you recommend it to everyone, and you want to celebrate it, which I love, Penny, and that's why we want to celebrate you. So, are you ready to spin this morning?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, well, I have somebody who is honestly going to get you pound for pound, I mean rand for rand of value. We have Kevin Lorena here, and this guy is a fantastic, a boxer of note, okay? And he's going to think outside the box to make sure you win today. Penny, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, I want to please give Kevin a 3, 2, 1, and then Kevin will punch the wheel, spin the wheel. Are you ready?
Okay, yes, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, let me hear it.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, let's go! Yes,
Penny.
that's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's going to happen. You're going to win.
Woo!
Ooh.
Let's see.
Kevin, my brother. By the way, it's happening today. World Sports Betting is going to do it. I know it's a double now, which means whatever happens next, you're going to double that, which is great. So let's go. Kevin, you ready? One more time, please. Give it. And I want you to give it a knockout. We know you're going to know how to do that. Oh, here we go. Look at that. It's a double. It's a double. And it's a double.
Let's go!
Look at that! Penny!
Oh, my God! Oh, my!
Oh, my word! That is completely doubled for you, but 7's a lucky number. Well done to Kevin. This is absolutely incredible. You know what? And also, remember, World Sports Betting is going to match the total win vouchers, which is going to be even better for you. How are you feeling this morning? What is this immense amount of money going to do for you?
I'm so excited. I'm going to get my license.
Excuse me, you're going to get your license?
Yes.
I love this for you. This is great. Because then you can drive around and tell people that you want money.
And everything.
Lovely. Well done. Also, thank Kevin. This guy is absolutely incredible.
Well done, Penny.
Wow, Penny, congratulations. Now, we are halfway through the morning.
Thank you.
And another 4 spins up for grabs, so don't move a muscle because the victory, it could be yours next with more knockout spins right here with World Sports Betting. That's amazing. Well done, Penny. So great.
Thank you.
It really is. I'm going to spin it. It looks so good. It really is.
There you go.
Oh my word, I think this wheel is gonna take over my life. I absolutely love the fact that we are making winners and big winners in our celebration of sport. But of course, every celebration of sport needs the right kind of soundtrack. And if you happen to be there for the African Cup of Nations final, which Bafana Bafana, of course, won in 1996, this song might have been woven into your DNA. African Dream is something that we have lived by, and we continue to celebrate the incredible songstress behind it, Vicky Sampson. I absolutely love the fact that we have got so many of our heroes trying to communicate to you guys what it means to have this kind of connection to you, to be present for these moments. I was there, I was in that stadium.
You were there?
I was there. As a young, thank you to my mom for taking me there as well, because she took quite a brave step in the context of everything going on. Every step you've taken is brave.
Thank you.
Girl from the Cape Flats, and there are probably a lot of young girls from the Cape Flats watching right now thinking that there is no way possible that they can change their reality. They've got no choice. And boom, look at you.
Well, you know, Graham, I think my greatest dream for this continent and this country is yet to be realized through the African dream, through the eyes of the African dream, as I've seen it and felt it for more than nearly 3 decades now. And so I often go back to the communities. I go and do a lot of work within the communities where I'm also about to embark on a mentorship kind of thing. I will be launching the Victorious Foundation of Music and Art in 2024, which is specifically geared towards bringing these kids out, bringing their brightness out, helping them to connect with their light and with their gifts. And so I'm excited about the future of this country and this continent.
Completely. Oh, for sure. I mean, I was talking to you off, and I hosted the World of Work Expo with 4,000 kids from the Cape Flats. Every one of those kids had a purpose yesterday.
Yeah.
That speaks to the work that community members like you are doing. It's landing.
Yes.
People are understanding. Young people who are custodians understand. They might not understand the power of the song. What is African Dream? These words. Is it your African dream? Is it my African dream?
It's our African dream.
It's our African dream.
Our
But what has
African
that
dream.
song given to you?
You know, what the song has given to me is just an endless ability to recreate myself as a South African, as a singer, as a woman, as a philanthropist, as a creative, and just to see the joy that the song still brings everybody around the continent and the country is a reason for me to carry on singing this iconic song. I know I'm waiting. There's something very amazing in the pipeline for African Dream. Actually, I've been waiting for 2 years. It's a remix of the song that's going to happen. And I'm praying that it's going to happen in 2024, because if ever there was a time that the song needs to be taken to the young people, it's now.
Do you feel it? You're giving me goosebumps for like the 12th time today. Thank you so much to everybody who's just blowing my mind. But it's starting to coalesce.
Yes.
Things are aligning. I was saying to Ian Banner from the Rallycross South Africa earlier, it feels like the planets are aligning for South Africa again.
Yes.
I'm getting 2020 feels. I'm getting 96 feels. I'm getting 95 feels.
Whoa, yes.
There is a magic happening right now. What do we need to have in our hearts to embrace it now? Not from the past. That's a different story. But today.
You know what? I'm not sure if my logo is in the background, our logo, I should say, but there are 4 Mavericks. We are called the Vukani Mavericks. Today, the 1st of September, 2023, we are launching Vukani Mavericks. Our website address is www.vukanimaverick.africa, and it's 3 other people that have come alongside me in their various respective fields. I will be heading up entertainment and creative. The one will be dealing with sport. The other one will be dealing with agriculture and going into the communities and finding out what are the communities' needs, what are their dreams, what are their visions. Tap into that and then help them make those things come to life. And the vision behind a Maverick is, you know, you don't follow the rules. You go out there, you set your own trends, you listen to the heart of the people, and you listen to the needs of the environment, of the country, and that's what Vukani Mavericks are about.
Well, we're going to let that notion live in the words of our favorite song, let's be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Vicky Sampson, our African Dream.
And I'd like to dedicate this to all the sports people around this country, and especially to our rugby team who are about to represent this iconic and beautiful nation of ours, South Africa. God bless you guys. Ambagahle. I can see you everywhere you are, putting your hands together like this there. Come on. Sometimes alone in the evening, I look outside my window at the shadows in the night. I hear the sound of distant crying, the darkness multiplying, and weary hearts deny. All I feel is my heartbeat, beating like a drum, beating with confusion. All I hear are voices telling me to go, but I could never run, 'cause in my African dream, there's a new tomorrow. My African dream, is a dream that we can follow. I'd like to say a special hello to my grandson Dante, if you're watching. Now when the night begins to fall, I listen for your call, I listen for your heartbeat, and all alone my dream is just a dream, and
another false illusion and a shadow in the night. And all I want is for our hearts to be bending just as one to silence this confusion. Let me see your hands in there, come on! Justice and freedom and peace. Thank you. God bless you, Mzansi.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While Box are battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as the Goosebumps continue. We are embarking on a journey through celebrating sport as we delve into the extraordinary life and career of a true South African hero in my mind, the accomplished swimmer and incredible human being, Natalie du Toit, overcoming obstacles and achieving unparalleled Paralympic success. Get ready to hear just a little snippet of her story firsthand. Natalie, thank you so much for being here. I love the fact that we keep reconnecting. It's been a while since we've reconnected, but I was there at the beginning when all of this happened, but I wasn't there at the start of you. Where did this come from? What was the sporting? Was it a competitive thing? Was it a talent thing? Where did this fire first start burning?
Interestingly enough, I despise swimming
Really?
as a little kid. So if there are any little kids out there and you don't like swimming, I was one of those, and just one day, my brother was a swimmer, and one day I just decided I wanted to swim, and that was it. My mind was made up, and I was going to swim. So,
An older brother?
An older brother.
You see, that competitive spirit then gets kicked in, and then you've got to compete against that for the rest of your life. Then you get your plan, you get the kind of notion of where you can take this thing, and then life happens. Bam, accident, life changed forever. Was there a moment where you picked yourself back up? Was there a person, or was it a series of events? How do you then realign that focus to become a world beater?
You know, I always like to say that you pick yourself up every day and you choose to be positive and you choose to carry on and do the things that you want to achieve. We've all heard the word believe this morning a number of times.
Yeah.
And until you believe it yourself, I don't always believe that you will achieve what you want to achieve. It doesn't mean you have 10 people supporting you. They're there and they're amazing to support you. But I think for me, their role was to get me to believe as well.
Sure.
And I think that has been really special. It hasn't just been about me. Part of it is making sure that my leg goes from the start of the race to the finish of the race, because in open water, we finish in a different place. And for me, mentally, you know, I think, yeah, it is a group of people. It has been opportunities that have come my way. And it has been just a timeline of things happening as they were meant to, when they were meant to.
When you're ready.
And when you're ready, yeah. You know, in sport, they always say that it's about how many kilometers you build your base. And it's the kilometers and the hours that you put in, your mental strength, and everything that culminates on one day in order to achieve something. So every day you wake up and you choose to be good and to be happy and to be positive.
Or just to get out of bed if you're not feeling good or positive.
Or make up the bed.
Completely. Well, we haven't got there yet, but we will. It's your journey, a fiercely personal journey that you've got to go in, that everyone is joining you on. And that to me is a dynamic that I've struggled to wrap my head around, because I know so many of you personally. How do you bear that weight of expectation of having a nation playing out all of their baggage through you? And now suddenly we're going to undo 20 years of wrongs with one gold medal. Do you feel it like that, or are you that kind of natured person who can hyper-focus and rise above that?
You know, I think one of my coping mechanisms is to block out things, which I've only learned over the years, is that's how I deal with something. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think it is, I'm an introvert completely, so I had to learn to go out there and speak to people.
Be everybody's Natalie,
yeah, you know, you don't ask for it. It happens. And if you had to ask a sports person or you know, someone that's achieved something, and you ask them why they've achieved it, I think about 79%. They did a study. 79% said that they did it because people said they would never be able to.
Wow.
So I think that a lot of top sports people have a lot in common. And a lot of it is not wanting to fail, I guess. And failure is a terrible word, but we all fail at some point in time in order to achieve. Yeah.
Very quickly, one moment, best moment of your career, of your life. Can you single that down into one?
Qualifying for the Olympics after 22 years. Hard work, perseverance, tough challenges, changing strokes, swimming open water, and eventually coming top 4 in the world to be able to qualify for the Olympic Games. So definitely the defining moment in my life.
Yeah, and it defined many of our lives at that time. So thank you so much. I've drawn inspiration from you more times than I can actually remember. We love you, girl. Thank you so much for just being everything that you are and continually pouring that energy, that love, that spirit back into not just South African sport, but South Africa. We are so privileged. I am so privileged to have been a part of your generation. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Well, a little bit ahead of yours, but you know.
And now, step into a world where boxing and MMA intensity meets the excitement of responsible betting, where every match is a chance to script your victory. Thanks to World Sports Betting's partnerships with sports legends. You're not just watching, you're part of their winning narrative. So we're back with marketing manager Charlotte Archer, who's here with two of the most acclaimed sports partners. We've got Kevin Lorena here, as well as Luke Michael, to chat about the dynamic world of sports, collaboration, and victory. And Luke and Kevin know all about victory. In fact, Charlotte, welcome back to the couch in between these two very, very talented and very fit people. But let's start off with that. You know, what about World Sports Betting, Kevin, just was a connection to you? You know, what was it about it that just said, you know, to yourself, like, this is a good partner for me to have, especially in my sporting code?
I always based partnerships and what I'd move forward with based on relationships.
Yes.
And the relationship and the feel that I got from the team at World Sports Betting from when I joined them in 2021 was phenomenal. And it's a family environment. They support fighters, they support grassroots level fighters, athletes, right through to the top. And I just appreciate the way that they deal with the athletes and me as a person. So honestly, it's a relationship I'm very grateful for.
Lovely. Luke, for you, is it the same?
Yeah, 100%, man. I've been with them since 2019, and like since day one, it's just been such a strong connection. Like Kevin says as well, all about that relationships with everyone, really, the entire team. It's been absolutely incredible. You know, we family, and I'm extremely grateful for the support.
And Charlotte, when you hear the family, you know, I know it's like an ode to Fast and the Furious. I got family, which is cool, which is what I feel over here.
Very good-looking family.
Very, very good-looking. But what was it about these two athletes that connected you to them and said, World Sports Betting, we have to get into partnership with these two?
You mean other than their good looks?
Well, I mean, mostly because they're good looks and they're amazing tattoos, but what else?
I think audiences are looking for a narrative that's authentic.
Definitely.
And because both of these individuals are so passionate about our brand, you know, as well as what they do, the narrative is one of authenticity because they get it, they are passionate about it, and, you know, we love having them as part of the family.
Absolutely. And the thing is about family is that, you know, you got a title fight coming up, Kevin, and now you got World Betting in your corner. What does that mean, especially heading towards such a massive event? Do you feel a bit more confident going into a massive title fight?
Yes, most definitely. I think what people don't realize, having blue chip brands like World Sports Betting behind you allow you to block out all the noise and focus on the job at hand and the task at hand. I mean, it's not my first world title fight. You know, World Sports Betting's been there with me since 2021 when I was a multiple weight division world champion. Then going for the heavyweight world title, which I lost, and they still stuck by me, which shows the relationship that I was talking about, that camaraderie between the ambassadors and the brand itself. That's something I look for, and it's something I'm very grateful for.
I'm so glad it helps you focus, because you're going to obviously win this next fight. I'm telling you now, putting it into the universe. But Luke, from your side, obviously it's not just about, you know, you as the fighter. It's actually also about you and your interest. And apparently, there's word of a performance institute going to be opening up in Cape Town somewhere, and World Sports Betting are backing you on that.
Yeah, 100%, man. Super exciting times. So yeah, I've recovering from knee surgery. I had it in November. So World Sports Betting and we decided to use this time like constructively, you know, focus on the future and build it together. And I'm super grateful for the opportunity to build a performance institute, you know, powered by World Sports Betting. We're going to be based in Pardon Island in Cape Town. Nice and central, you know, so everyone please pull in. We will be opening like mid-September. Super excited, man. Come get fit, come have fun while doing it.
I think that's going to be great, hey? It's like, you know, bet responsibly and get fit responsibly.
Exactly.
You know, there's a good combination there. I can see it.
Yeah, bet on a better you, on a fitter you.
Look at you go, homie, yes, man.
Bet with the best, baby.
Marketing campaign going. But just, I mean, you've got two really great people in your corner for World Sports Betting. Do you think that this partnership is a massive benchmark for, you know, for you going forward to make these family partnerships and also, you know, using these individuals to kind of just elevate the aspirational, let's just say that the players from World Sports Betting perspective, but also for the people who want to be just like them?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I think that's what's special about these two guys is they're at heart such good people who just want to do good and inspire. And that's something that we want to associate our brand with. You know, we're not just about the marketing and the hard selling. We're about, like you said, I like the people and you know, what they want to, the differences they want to make.
Well, I mean, kudos to you. World Sports Betting is getting behind, you know, human beings for getting behind just the champs and the winners. And I think that's how you create champs and winners. You start by supporting the human, and I can tell you got two great humans here. So, Kevin, for you, I mean, all the best, heading in toward another title fight, which you will win, I'm telling you now. And then, of course, Luke, recover fast, get the Performance Institute open, and I'm going to bet on a better me and coming to visit you.
Exactly, and then bet on me in the cage next time.
I'm going to, brother. I've got you covered, no problem. But this is how World Sports Betting roll. It's a fantastic opportunity to get behind amazing athletes that we can get behind, but they are, giving another two lucky viewers a chance to win their share of 150,000 Rand this morning with our celebration of sports spin and win wheel. I just want you to WhatsApp 0634088863. Tell me why celebrating sports is important to you and include your name and ID number and, of course, the hashtag World Sports Betting for your entry to be valid. Plus, hear this, if you are World Sports Betting account holder or you sign up right now, they will match your winnings with World Sports Betting vouchers. So keep your phone very close because we could be calling you in just a moment. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. In fact, let's just call you now.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Of course, we've been doing this the entire morning, and I'm having so much fun. And we're getting winners that have sent in their messages. We're getting their calls on the line right now, and we're getting them to put some moolah in their pocket. And that's, of course, by doing the World Sports Betting or spin the wheel right now. I've got Natalie Dutoya with me, and she is so excited to bring our next winner on. So let's say good morning to Simpiwe Koza! Yes! Simpiwe, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
We are so excited. I'm so excited to make you a winner. I want to ask you a question, though, before we even get into this. Are you a World Sports Betting account holder?
No, not yet.
No worries. That doesn't matter. You can make sure that you become one today. But for now, you are still going to definitely be a winner. So we asked you the question of why celebrating sports is important to you. And here's the following answer that you sent in for us. So I want to read it out. It says, sport is very important as it's our healthy way to live. And it keeps your focus each and every day. I absolutely love it, Simpiwe. Thank you for coming through. But now is the even more important question, right? So we've got Natalie here. I've got to ask you, do you want a left hand or right hand? Just remember, she's ambidextrous, so there's no weak hand here.
No, I can go with the right hand.
The right hand, right. So a hard spin, medium spin, what do you want? Simpiwe, hard or medium?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? You still there? How do you want us to spin this? Fast and hard or nice and slow and medium pace?
Hard.
All right, Natalie, you got the instructions. In 3, 2, 1, hard spin! All right, what's it going to be? Oh, nerves are real. Come on, come on. Whoa, what was a big one? It's moving, it's still moving. Yes, yes.
Keep going.
5,000! Simpiwe, how does it feel now that you are guaranteed a win and you're walking away with 5,000 Rand?
Yes, very beautiful. Yes, thanks.
Well, look,
thank you.
Say thank you to Natalie, and you want to definitely thank World Sports Betting, and thank you for being a part of this competition. Mzansi, a reminder that it doesn't stop here. Right throughout this morning, we're going to be doing this competition, so send that WhatsApp through to 0634088863, and don't forget to tell us why celebrating sports is important to you, and of course, include your name, your ID number, and your phone number so that we can actually phone you back and make you a winner. And don't forget the hashtag World Sports Betting, and that's to make sure that your entry is vetted. Plus, on top of this, if you're a World Sports Betting account holder or sign up now before we call you, they're going to be matching your winnings with the World Sports Betting vouchers. Oh, yes, please. So the T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com. The only question is, will you be next? Oh, we're going to find out soon. Nice job. Let's make some more winners.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the boss is battling for rugby's greatest prize, you can win your share of 80,000 Rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel good.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show and happy Friday. So this is an opportunity for us to, we've been winning today, so it's winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what we're going to sort out for you today. So get ready to indulge in a tantalizing combination of heat, sweetness, citrusy goodness, and this hot honey chicken and honey gold skewers recipe is sure to impress your taste buds and leave you craving more. This is why we brought Clem in. He's delicious, and he's going to show us how. Hello.
Hey. I like that, I like that. Do you like a kebab?
I would like a kebab, a skewer.
A skewer.
A skewer chibruchi.
What's the difference between a society and a kebab? I actually don't know. South Africa, you can let us know.
So it's like asking what's the difference between a braai and a barbecue. A braai is better.
A braai is better. Let's do this. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Chicken thighs. Why thighs? Because you can braai them. It's really difficult to overcook them to make them dry. So we're going to go with thighs.
Thighs work.
To that, some chili sauce. We're going to use some sriracha, some honey, some soy sauce. We got some paprika.
Paprika.
Just for the color. It doesn't give you like a lot of flavor. People also often assume that paprika's got heat to it. It doesn't. It's going to give you beautiful color, slight sweetness. Ginger and garlic. Can you bang it all into the bowl for us?
No problem.
And you got a little silicone spatula there just to give it all a mix.
Beautiful.
I'll come join you in a second.
Okay, I'm going to go sriracha down first. And
I'm going to go with our beautiful honey golds.
Also,
now,
make it look fancy too.
You make it look fancy.
Yes, I will.
We always talk about this, that there's so much flavor in the zest.
Yes.
It is a culinary crime to leave it behind. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to get some of that zest in there.
I think the zest is really fantastic because of the oils in the zest, and it actually, I think that it just does something else.
It does.
Adds a little extra, wait for it, unctuousness.
Unctuousness?
That's what it does. I would believe that. That's what it does. So,
is that the word for the day? Unctuousness.
Yes. Unctuousness is my word of the day. I'm going to just right this though because I want to get it incorporated.
Look at all that beautiful.
Bring it in. Bring
okay,
it in.
You're doing that, giving it a good mix. I'm going to add a little bit of the juice. These lemon golds are delicious. So growing up, you often see people adding sugar to their grapefruits and then like taking out the segments. These don't need sugar.
I love
They're naturally sweet. They're delicious. And again, by their nature, put it in the perfect package. In the peel. That's what we do, which is great for lunch boxes. There we go. In. Mix. So as long the longer you let the chicken sit in this mixture, it's going to suck up all that flavor, and that's what you want.
I want that.
You want that.
I want flavor. I want unctuousness.
That's what you want.
And then my last flurry of the soy, and now we are cooking, my brother.
We are. Okay, we do a simultaneous swap in 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, so I was right here mixing everything.
Look at that.
You missed nothing.
Exactly.
Missed nothing.
I was actually pleased, though. It's beautiful. Honey gold.
Well done.
Look at that.
Take your skewer, and this actually, it's not just a gimmick. Take your skewer and soak it in water. Very, very important. If you add wood to a fire, what's going to happen?
Woof.
It's
a dog sound.
It's going to woof.
Fire sound.
Soak it in water so it doesn't catch fire on the flame or on your grill pan. Cool. So we're going to go chicken thigh, and I like to fold them over a little bit. Okay.
Fantastic.
You can also do this, where you do like a zigzag. Okay. That's also pretty cool. There we go.
I prefer that way.
Me too. It kind of creates more little hills and valleys.
It also just adds volume to it as well.
There we
I
go.
know we've done a couple in the, we've done this before, which is great. So you do that one.
Yeah.
And then let's go down with that one. We've got that skillet going.
You want that sizzle?
And this one, do that one as well.
There we go. What else you got for me? So we're gonna add some of the grapefruit, honeydew grapefruit in between, because that natural sugar is gonna come out. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. You're gonna cook this. This is like a braai starter. If it does come in, take some of that sauce, put it on there. Call. All you gotta do is just grab it. Food on a stick, scientifically proven, is 50% tastier than food that's not served on a stick.
I completely, yes, I understand. Yes, I learned that.
We are the professionals, trust us.
Yes, we are.
This is so good. Get your honeydew, get the chicken on there. The flavors combined together with that smoky chariness. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. What I do is I serve it with a little bit of a, not lemonade, like a honeydew-ade. So you just got...
Hold on, let's switch again.
Honeydew-ade, yes. Honeydew-ade, kebab in the sand. You're winning. You're winning the weekend.
And you know what? The final product looks good. Just take a look at that. That is our final dish. We did that a little earlier. It is absolutely beautiful. And look at that. I mean, it's so straight, you couldn't go any skewer. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's lovely. It really is. So, Clem, thank you so much for showing us. In fact, we do have a little bit of a recipe for you on expressoshow.com. If you want to, go check it out, please. If you love this recipe so much, you want to taste it, expressoshow.com. And also, if you make it, send us a picture of it. 063-408-8863. Thank you. I'm going to look after these. These are wonderful. I'm winning, right?
Yeah, my hands are dirty. Can you feed me a piece of...
I will feed you a piece very soon.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Winning.
Oh, Carl, Clem, you guys were so funny. I couldn't kebab with you. Huh? I know. It's a dad joke. I'm here for those. No, what I'm here for today is to continue the winning. And World Sports Betting have given away a lot on the show today already. With the help, the manifestation of our sporting, I don't know, lifeblood. You have been the soundtrack for South African sports. So, Vicky Sampson, we now need you to put that into action and help us make a winner. And we have got our latest winner on the line right now. Petra, a very good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm good, and you?
I'm very good, thank you. Now, I don't want to forget to ask you this at the end, and it's going to make this whole experience so much more exciting. I've got to ask you this right now. Are you currently a World Sports Betting account holder?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that means that you potentially will be doubling your winnings with World Sports Betting vouchers matching whatever number you take. We've had 10,000 go a couple of times today. We've had the double go today. It's that kind of a day. So, Petra, I am hoping it is going to be your opportunity. But we asked you why celebrating sports is important to you. And I'm going to read back what you wrote, which is beautiful. You said sports will encourage people to stay healthy and avoid unwanted illness. We haven't looked at it from that perspective. We've got to move. That was enough for us to put you in the hot seat. We'll actually need to put Vicky in the hot seat. So, Petra, the big question is, do you want Vicky to give us a hard, aggressive, athletic spin, or do you want a more moderate, medium spin? What does your energy feel like today?
She can do it hard, just as hard as a voice is.
Just as hard as the voice. Not that hard. We don't want to break this wheel, man. We love it. Okay, Vix, you've got your job to do. A nice hard spin in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Good luck, Petra. Why am I so nervous? I'm not winning anything, but I'm terrified. That was a good. Oh, it's not the double. It's 1,000. Oh, it's 1,000 rand, which is still 1,000 rand. And you get yourself to match that courtesy of World Sports Betting vouchers as well, so you can go on and win a whole lot more. Petra, congratulations. 2,000 rand effectively is on its way to you. Well done. Thank you, Vicky. Petra, congratulations. Let us know how it goes when you hit the platform. Well, that's it. 6 down, 2 to go this morning is bursting with the feel good. And we are here for that. Stay right where you are. More winnings on the way. Wow, well done. Good luck.
It's my feel good.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And not forgetting that it is Friday, but it also is spring. Yes, spring has sprung. And if you are a plant parent, then listen up, because we are about to discuss the essence of spring. We're talking about fresh flowers and seasonal house plants. Now, we have horticulture product developer from Woolworths, Alex Learmont, who is here to take us through their wide selection of seasonal plants and flowers. Alex, where are you amongst the flowers? Can I see you?
I'm here.
How are you doing?
First of all, happy spring day to you.
Thank you so much. It is officially spring, right?
It is
we can celebrate that.
Spring. We can celebrate it. I think we've had such a cold winter that we are
Tell me about it.
Absolutely ready to bring out the color and the warm weather.
We are indeed. So tell me, what do you have? I see you've got a lot. Oh, what do you have? You have everything, but what are the essentials that we should be looking at when it comes to flowers, decor in the home, and just kind of sprucing up life for spring?
So I think one of the great things about spring are all the scents that come along with it.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
We've got beautiful lavenders. We've got jasmines. In the potted plant ranges, if you don't have a garden, you can bring scent in the way of freesias into your home. I wear my little potted hyacinth. I think there's somewhere here.
Somewhere in this jungle.
Blue one, somewhere in this garden. But there's a lot that you can bring in with color. I mean, you can see we've actually got an entire rainbow here today.
Yeah.
Something for absolutely everyone. So yeah, color and scent, I would say.
And is there anything sort of seasonal that we need to take into account? I mean, obviously spring provides us with lots of colors, but are there some sort of instances where we need to be more aware of the seasonal flowers we're introducing into our home, how that maybe impacts our mood as well?
Yes, so I think what's great about the changeover from winter to spring is that you start to see all these beautiful little delicate seasonal flowers.
Yeah.
We start to see freesias, we start to see beautiful ranuncules. It's the start of the pincushion season in indigenous.
The mountain for me when I'm out there is just absolutely coming alive. Honestly, Mzansi, if you can get a chance to go see the fynbos, it's like walking through a dream.
It's magic.
Insane.
It's absolutely magic.
Okay, so we've got flowers. I see you've got something in front of me that don't look flowery, but something we're still going to incorporate in the home. What's going on here?
So this is herbs. I mean, this is the best way to also just, get those green fingers, working again after a long, cold winter. So herbs, everybody asked with regard to plastic, we answered. We've got these beautiful little pots that we do.
Can we just take a moment to celebrate that as well? About the environment and this playground that we get to enjoy.
Yeah.
This is like a full 360 for me, because obviously we were talking about soil as well earlier on the show. Not only is it great for fruit and veg and produce, but clearly for exceptional herbs and exceptional flavor, right? Yeah.
For cooking. So the best thing with your herbs is to use them.
Don't just put them on display.
Big and bushy, you need to use your herbs.
Yeah.
So you can either take these and pot them straight into the soil.
Okay.
And then when it comes to using your herbs, don't be shy. Herbs actually like to be cut back and like to be used.
Yeah.
So with your herbs, you want to be able to pinch the leaves off like this. So I can take that and use that for my pasta later. If I want my coriander, I'm also going to start, don't be shy to really take what you need off your herbs, and that encourages fuller growth. Pop them in the ground, and by summer, you'll have beautiful big herbs in your garden that will just last you out throughout the summer.
I love that. I like bringing the garden inside, and I found that I literally have a few of these. I put them straight up above the kitchen area that I have.
Fantastic.
It's such a cool effect to show off with your guests, and just after the meal's prepared, you kind of just pick one off fresh, a dose on the meal. It just kind of adds that sort of variety to it. Yes. Listen, speaking of variety, we've spoken about the variety of the floral arrangements that you get. We're speaking about the scents and herbs. What other tips and sort of tricks can we learn when it comes to just getting the house to look good and feel good?
Okay, so also with flowers, always, you start with a clean vase.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing, a clean vase. A nice tip with seasonal flowers, especially like freesias, or with your tulips and your ranuncules, you don't need a lot of water in the vase as well.
Okay, so maintenance isn't
maintenance. So when you're working with roses in vases, they're very thirsty flowers. You want to give them a lot of water. With seasonals, they actually do better with a lot less water. And then you can actually almost just change the water a bit more regularly.
Sure.
You always want to keep the flower food that you get on the side of your packaging.
And I love the fact that I see with Woolworths, they've made this very convenient. Everything comes with the floral arrangement that you do buy, so it's like you don't have to worry about anything, right?
Well, we don't want you to worry about anything.
Thank you.
Our technologists and our team, we work 365 days a year to bring you the absolute best in quality, so that all you need to do when you go home is enjoy them and just you know, that's all you need to do.
Okay, well, Alex, I know you're a part of that, so thank you for making it so much easier for me to just show off and take all the credit. Or pretend to at least. But this is definitely giving me something of a spring bonanza right now. I'm talking about the colors. If I could just convey some of the scents that are happening in the studio right now, you'd understand what I'm talking about. But this is every reason to invite the new season in with a bunch of fresh flowers or seasonal houseplants. And there are options. So you can shop this and more. And we're talking about horticulture products. And it's all available at Woolworths. You can get it in-store, online, and of course on the app. So what are you waiting for? Spring is here, and we can celebrate. Well done, Alex.
Thank you so much.
I love that.
Cool.
Let's go with another spin over here with World Sports Betting. I want to make you a winner, and we have Mia on the line. Hello, Mia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so good. I'm ready to make you a winner today. Are you a World Sports Betting account holder?
Unfortunately not.
It's all good. We're going to let you spin anyway. I've got EFC champion Luke Michael here to spin for you, and I really hope that you are ready to go. We asked you that question about celebrating sports, and you answered because it unites South Africans as we have been a sporty country. I love the union over here, but let's unite you to some winnings. Now, Luke Michael's going to do the spinning for you. Are you ready to rumble?
Yes, I am.
Let's go. Trust me, this guy's got an arm and a half. He's an EFC chap. Let's go. Spin it. You could be a winner. Let's hope, Mia. I'm feeling this for you. I'm with you here. And you have just won. Oh, it's a double! You're going to spin again. Luke Michael's going to spin again. We're going to double that for you. Let's go. All right, double. It's double whatever this lands on.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. How are you feeling? You good? Overwhelmed, I know, but there's only one more chance for you to win a share of 150,000 Rand, just like Mia. Do remember, we are on the edge of our seats with that particular win. The final winner is coming up, and remember, it could be you. Wow! Come on! It's amazing.
That's not good, eh?
After the break, you'll do amazing, Luke. More to come. Don't worry, stay right there.
Crouch, touch, but don't you dare pause. Because when you buy any of our favorite Clover products, keep the till slip handy and catch the Expresso breakfast show every weekday morning for more details on how to enter. While the box is battling for rugby's great prize, you can win your share of 80,000 Rands worth of Weber Braais. So engage and win with rugby's greatest moments, brought to you with love by Clover.
It's my feel good.
It is exciting, of course. The World Sports Betting have brought you an incredible wheel this morning. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here in S3, and we are very, very happy to make you a winner. So far, there's been some big wins. In fact, you just missed a 20,000 Rand. That is from Mia, and it could be yours. All we asked you this morning is, why do you think celebrating sports is so important? The answers have been varying, from the union that it brings to this country to people exercising and getting fitness out there. It's been so dynamic today, and thank you for messaging in with your comments. Remember, your comment, you get a call from us, and it could be yours. So make sure you stick around and make sure that's possible. Remember, of course, World Sports Betting supports responsible betting, so make sure you know that is intact as well. Now, when it comes to the spins, we have got someone that's going to spin for you, and hopefully they're going to be bigger winners. In fact, there have been wins of 10,000 Rand, 1,000 Rand, 15,554 Rand. I got the maths right finally. And then, of course, 20,000 Rand, which is fantastic. So make sure you stick around for more wins here with World Sports Betting right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So make sure you are ready to rumble and to win and to answer the question as well.
Oh, we are ready. There is only one way we could sign off after an incredible show like this, and that's with one of the most inspirational dance outfits we've connected to on the show. XO Empire are here. The only last thing I'm going to ask you to do, move the coffee table, baby. It's time officially for the Friday dance. Take it away, baby.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the color loan, take off the flex and the white locks, take off the weird ass jewelry. I'ma take this, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro, pay 5 days stay, take off for the meal, hella 5. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off the switches I had.
2 Hellcats and a demon that's nasty. Two Hellcats and a demon that's nasty. God, old school SS Corvette motor. Got a bulletproof truck, man, that shit 130. And this shit on my wrist, this a cool 150. And this Glock on my hip, it hold 19. Put a 50 on that bitch and I can take a 10. Wrong with the money, but this shit get me. This shit get real.
Chap chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you. Chap chap in the bando, look like you. Chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you. Chap chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you. Chap chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you. Chap chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you. Chap chap look like you. No, I don't wanna look like you. Look like you. Chap chap in the bando, I don't wanna look like you.
Let's get it on.
You ugly as talk about us. In the news, I got problems and booze. I can swim on my face. Camera's moving whenever I move. Camera's moving whenever I'm moving. President acting, the government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction, my pupils will skate. Hold up. Think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, don't crank. When you show your bro for leverage. What the the only one's relevant. You ugly as you ugly as you ugly as you are a
boy. Won't you pick me up at the park right now? Up the block while everyone sleep. I'll be waiting there with my trips, my loops, my hat, just so I'm low key. If you tell the world, oh.
So Empire, they always bring it, and it's time to bring you another option to win this morning. Not only with dancing, but also with World Sports Betting. And I got my Josie who will be spinning for you. Khabo, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Great stuff. Khabo, my Josie's about to spin for you. I just want to ask, are you a World Sports Betting account holder?
Okay.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you? Okay, great stuff, which means we're going to match those winnings. My Josie, you ready to spin?
Okay.
Let's go, Khabo. Let's make you a winner. This is a great spin, by the way. This is it. This is it. Here we go. You've just won 4,000 And World Sports Betting will, of course, match that with World Sports Betting vouchers. Congratulations, Khabo, and to all of our winners. Absolutely incredible. Majosi, thanks so much for being here today as well. Everyone else, your luck isn't up just yet. World Sports Betting is opening the door for one fortunate viewer to spin for victory on Expresso every Friday morning in the coming weeks. To secure a chance to win on Friday, 8th September, reply to the competition post on our Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages and tell us what sporting event or moment inspires you and your passion. Don't forget to add hashtag World Sports Betting. Competition closes Monday, 4 September at midday. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. All the best and good luck. Nice one.
Some life-changing amounts of money heading out there. We are so happy for you. We are so proud of all of our winners today. Thank you for being connected to this beautiful energy and to this group of unbelievably talented young dancers. Thank you for capping it all. You are literally the cherry on the top. It's officially, right now, the start of the weekend. Another Friday dance from the XO Empire. Break a leg. Take it away.
I gotta bring the bitch back. Hermes link. Ice blue mink. Tat on my ribs like I do not know what permanent is. They want me gone. Out of the picture. Bury me now. I only get bigger. That's word of my word of my. I'm so hot, yeah, I'm so now. Who's not me? Bitch, let me find out. Keep hearing clicks when I'm talking on the iPhone. I don't know, just feds in the city hate to see us on a high note.
Another feel-good production.
Welcome back as we go live on our social media platforms. Thank you so much for joining us for what has been. I think it's going to take a few weeks for this to sink in, just how amazing today's makeup has been. Some incredible sporting stars. I think people who capture the spirit of this country right now. And I'm not talking about our past, I'm not talking about our future. I mean right now, the promise, potential and purpose in this country is astounding. I know we've made a lot of winners today. So World Sports Betting, thank you so much. Life-changing. And I think for us, we get to see the back end of that. We get to hear from those viewers who have used those funds to literally change the course of their lives. And the amounts of money that went out today are going to change lives. Massive. So congratulations to all our winners. Thank you so much to all of these amazing people who have built today up to this point. And now we're going to cap it with just the right moment with some of the most talented dancers playing out some of the coolest choreography you're going to see. There's going to be a lot of energy. So I'm going to say this is the last bit of effort we're going to use for the show today, and then officially the weekend is yours. But there could not be a better outfit to carry us into the weekend, baby, than the XO Empire. Give them a massive round of applause as they break it down. Take it away.
I gotta bring the bitch back. Hermes link. Ice blue mink. Tat on my rib, like I do not know what permanent is. They want me gone, out of the picture. Bury me now, and I only get word of my word of my. I'm so hot, yeah, I'm so right now. Who's knocking me? Bitch, let me find out. Keep hearing clicks when I'm talking on the iPhone. Feds in the city hate to see us on a high.
Wait a minute. Don't believe me, just watch. Girl said you hallelujah. Girl said you hallelujah. Girl said you hallelujah.
Abusada, mente.
Abusada.
Ustedes viven de paquete bla bla bla. Como a mí se suena mi pistola cha cha cha. Cha 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 cha. Como la mamá me la mamá, tú me la vas a mamar. Ay, buena que está aquí, no cap, no cap. No cap, no cap.
Barbie, Barbie. It's just me. I get in the venom, I get to duck, Nikki said
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys stick around. Where's the rest of the crew? Come stand behind me so you can get your just rewards. Keep that round of applause going. So, Exo Empire, I want you to look at some of the most famous sporting heroes in the world, some of our favorite superstars in the world applauding you because you are amazing today. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you to everybody who combined to make today's show just unforgettable. I think it is going to take a few weeks for it to sink in just how much lives have changed today and how much impact it's had on all of us. So to all of our guests, our sponsors, our amazing performers today, thank you so much. This has been the most inspirational Friday we've had in a long time. And to World Sports Betting, thank you for literally changing people's lives today. That's what sport can do. We'll see you bright and early live on Monday morning. You got a weekend. Go and savor it. Thank you so much, everybody. What a day! What a day! Well done.
Oh, yes, we are live. Welcome to it. That's everybody out on Facebook, everyone on YouTube, the entire digital world. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is the digital version, and I'm here with our friend, family. It's Machozi in the house. He served us this morning on the show, bro. You were part of the magic that happened today. Quite a bit went down, but for you, obviously, being back here once again, you often are here. How's it being on the show? How's it always being having that opportunity to serve Mzansi? What's it like for you, bro?
Oh, man, I love coming on Expresso. Like, no offense to the other shows, I love being on other shows, but Expresso is my favorite show.
Yep,
man.
you heard it.
I love all the presenters. I love the people working behind the scenes. Like, I don't think people get to see how much it takes to make a show like this, and you guys are all incredible at it, and I feel privileged that I get to come here so often, so thank you.
Yeah, man, so let's talk about, obviously, the growth that has happened throughout the occasions that you constantly visit us. What's that been like for you? I mean, we take it from day one to where you're at right now. You've worked with so many incredible people. You've been present in so many beautiful moments, and you've stayed grounded throughout. How are you able to maintain yourself through all of the chaos that you move through?
I think it's really important knowing who you are, knowing your value and understanding what your identity, where your identity lies. I think in anything in life, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of shiny things that will distract you and kind of tell you all these kind of things about yourself that aren't true necessarily, you know. So it's important to know where your identity lies, and not just it's not in your vocation and your job or what you do. It's in so much more, you know. And I think, yeah, I've just always tried to be myself and enjoy moments and be kind to people and just value people as well.
Yeah, man, and one thing about that is that you consistently are that. In every space you play in, the music that you express, it does exactly that. And let's talk about the music right now. We're talking about this song that you've just produced. Music video's coming out, or has it been launched already?
So we did a music video for I'll Be There. This next song now, hopefully we'll work on a music video in the next few weeks for Mia Moore. I've got the amazing Imtum Dazo Gacha, who's like just, his vocals soar like an angel.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a nice guy. I think he's been on the show, but he's amazing. Yeah, man, it's just, I love doing this thing. I love making music. I love sharing music with people. And I feel like it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to all of us, you know, and I just get to be the vessel that gets to kind of give it to the world.
Well, here is this incredible vessel sharing this gift with us right now. Mzansi, stand by, because this is Machozi. We're performing Mia Moore right now.
That's it. That's the one.
The one, brother. The stage is yours. Take it away.
I just wanna love you more. I'll be the one that you adore. You can be my mi amor. 'Cause I just wanna love you more. Hear me out, what can I say? I'm a little shy and I like to look away, but it's pretty hard forgetting that face. When I close my eyes, I see you there again, and I'm not sure what I should do, or call on your friends to learn a little more about you. But call on your friends to learn a little more about you. I learn about you. 'Cause I just wanna love you more. Be the one that
sihlupheka kodwa ntombi usahleli nami asiningi izikhathi ngikuphoxa kodwa mama usahleli nami ongiyabonga bebe ngifuna ukuhlala nawe forever ongiyabonga bebe ungukhona wena ngiphelele ngikunika uthando lwangempela phela Thanda ngendlela ofuna ngayo. Sanda akekho omunye engimubonayo. Ngizwa ngathi lolu thanda lwanele.
No, I never wanna lose you. You make me wanna say. Every day I'm gonna choose you, whatever comes our way. Not sure what I will do, but I know it's so much better cause I'm doing it with you. But I know it's so much better cause I'm doing it with you.
Brother, man, thank you for serving us. What an absolute gift that you shared with us. Mzansi, I know you were entertained by that. And if you want more of Majosi, you want to find out where he's performing, what's happening next? Where can we get you?
The places you can find what I'm doing.
Who am I? My name is...
How now, brown cow? Okay, let me start again. Just check out my Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. It's Majosi Music. I've got an album launch coming out on the 4th of November.
Yes.
We're looking for sponsors, so if there's any sponsors willing to sponsor, pull through, come through. And the album is coming out very soon before that, so around the end of October. Yeah, please come and support. Got a music video launching at 2 p.m. for I'll Be There. Tune in on YouTube. It'll be awesome to see you guys there.
Absolute magic stuff from Mzansi. I hope you enjoyed it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And for you, Mzansi, wishing you nothing but an absolutely magic weekend. Go have some fun now. We'll see you on Monday morning. Lovely stuff, bro. Magic.